so fast. And every moment counts, baby, I don't wanna miss a thing. We can sleep under the stars, we can sleep under the stars, or hang out in hotel bars, driving somewhere in your car. We can sleep under the stars, we can sleep under the stars, under the stars. Baby, while we're young, young, oh, baby, while we're young, young, oh, baby, while we're young, 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 young.
Imagine all of this packed into this. The new G16. Stunning views. Advanced gaming performance. Top the leaderboard. Stay effortlessly cool. G16 gaming laptop.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the day 3 of Alienware and Intel presents the Esports Club Arena Connect Pune. With our talent partner Maverick, I'm your host Azura, and alongside me is Darshita. Darshita,
Yep.
2 days of long traveling, and we're at the day 3. What are you expecting today?
A lot of chaos, a lot of energy from these players, and a match which goes very, very close. That's all. I mean, come on,
All right.
whenever we talk about quarterfinals itself, we have filtered out these teams, right? They have fought a battle,
True.
a very close battle, which has made their ways to the quarterfinals. So, right now, I did not expect a one side match no matter what. It has to be very close. And why even we are talking about today's day, even the previous day, if you remember, we saw a 16-14 scoreline, and that was very, very close, right? So,
Uh, that's
these are the
right.
type of the matches that I am expecting for the day. But again, let's hope for the best because today we are going to get two of those teams who are going to make their way to the Pune LAN. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the day that you guys are all waiting for, 2nd of July, is the day that we are having the LAN, which is happening in Pune at Mauli Gardens, Baner. You'll soon get the QR code already on your screen. You just have to scan it and register yourself. And you know what? It's a free ent. You just have to register.
That's right. But before that, we're going to be looking into the format, the
Yep.
days we have seen, how the entire thing has panned out. Starting off, it was round of 32, round of 16, which we have seen yesterday. Now we're going to be entering into the quarterfinals where all of these top 8 teams are going to be fighting up against each other. And from there, we're going to find five, bifurcate 4 more teams additionally. And at the end, you know it, the drill is very simple. At the end, it's going to be just 2 teams walking inside the grand finale for the 2nd July LAN event. Yes, this is the entire
Oh my
journey
god.
which we have traveled. A quick sneak peek, Dashta, and next, which you're going to see is a very interesting approach onto what kind of teams have reached further. So the challenges were too good, too good to be true. We did see one close match, only one
Yeah,
match which went for OT, and others were just to decide. Like it was one stop and go. So today,
definitely.
I'm expecting the same thing, Darshita. That it's gonna be a very neck to neck game. Alongside, we can see even lot of OTs. But for now, the amount which all of these teams are fighting for is on the screen. 2 lakh rupees INR. It's huge. Price pool of 2 lakh, and the first place gets 1 lakh. It's amazing. And the second gets 60,000. Third and fourth, we have
Mm-hmm.
not forgotten them as well. So every single team, whoever walks off towards the quarterfinals, they're going to be rewarded. This is amazing.
Definitely, definitely. I mean, you guys are making it to the LAN in Pune and you are getting rewarded. You are getting two things, I would say. I mean, there are a lot of things that you are definitely experiencing here. The out of all that, there's prize pool, there's a lot of learning that comes along with that, a lot of experience and the vibes at the LAN. But coming back to the brackets, we all started with 32 teams. Right in front of you, we went down to 16, 8, and now from today onwards, we are going to segregate the top four teams. Today's matches somewhere looks like God's Reign, Destructive 5, 7C, IGXEG are going to be the matches for today. But now we're going to directly head towards the map veto. And guess what? Guess what? Ancient. I am all
Oh,
ready for this. We have two of the most amazing teams. One is IGXEG, and the other we have 7C Esports. 7C Esports have been dominating since the very first day, right? Start from a
that's right.
16-0. On the very first day itself, we saw 7C Esports. They are the winner of Coimbatore LAN as well. And now competing here once again in the Pune LAN. I mean, and also in the map of Ancient. Come on, I've been waiting for so long to witness this.
I mean, I can actually feel the amount of excitement you have because Ancient is the first. It's the first time we're seeing this map,
Yep.
so it's so damn interesting. But all of that is just step aside. Like, just wait and watch on what is happen in the LAN event because you have your free tickets. You can grab it. Just scan the QR code. That's all you have to do. Register it, and then you get your free tickets. But the amount of action which is going to be happening in the Pune LAN event, which is on 2nd July, will be very, very interesting. You are going to see multiple booths as well, where you can find Alienware's laptops, and you can literally have the hands-on experience as well. So make sure you scan the QR code, get your free tickets, and be there so that you can witness the CSGO action live right in front of you.
Oh man, come on, bring it on. Now I cannot just, stop myself. Or, I would put it in that way that I just cannot wait to witness the ancient action. I've been waiting for this since the very first day. And there you hear me very right. We are directly heading towards the very first match itself. Ladies and gentlemen, this is TEC Arena Connect Pune online qualifiers. Quarterfinals, best of one. It is going to be semifinals once again that we are going to witness, and after that grand finals it goes down to a best of 3. But you guys got the QR code already onto your screen. You need to go scan it and get yourself registered with the very first round already on board. We can see the sides of 7C on the counter terrorist and the sides of IGXEG on the terrorist side. Elvis trying to put one down, he takes the second one as well, but
Ooh.
instantly gets punished from the sides of Rockstar. But there's Bhavi who goes down, Benzene has to go down as well. And the sides of IGXEG are able to plant the bomb.
They do manage to get the bomb in the first round itself with a huge amount of buffer as well. Like, man count advantage is really good for the side of IGXEG. So for now, Cyclone trying to be
Oh,
the Cyclone he is, does manage to get one, but he's going to be instantly shut down. The first good round coming in for IGXEG. I mean, I guess 7C was not prepared for this, that they're going to be showing such a good skill. The, sh- the shots were so on point, but it's okay. It's just the start. You can see you could have been seen a force over here from the side of 7C, but I guess it's just going to be those Kevlars which they're going to get, and alongside IGXEG with those weapons,
oh, oh,
fully stacked,
oh.
just advancing further, trying to do the damage they were initially meant to be doing. But wait a second, why would he even shoot your own teammate? That was a very wrong call
Wow.
by him. I mean, dinking your own teammate was a very bad call. But okay, Elvis does spot one. Last man standing is going to be Submitter, and he has very low HP. Only 4 HP on his name. And on the other hand, it's Elvis who's going to be having the better hand over here. And with that said, the second round, which is rolled towards the side of 7C Esports, an even scoreline right at the beginning. Who would have expected this? I mean, I thought the first round when IGXEG has won the pistol round, once they have won it, they're going to be taking the next two rounds as well. But 7C, my God, they're also notorious. They know what they have to do to get those significant rounds as well.
It's a story that has been created since the start, of 0-2. Whenever any one of the team gets their hand on the very first round. But this time, 7C, they've eventually denied that story and they've wrote one of their own. And the scoreline will definitely be going down to a 1-1 situation. But for now, if I talk about the split as well, the bomb is definitely making its way towards the B side. We do see three players, or I would say two players, making their way towards the A side. Now, this split somewhere down the line can be a good one, also a bad one. But oh my god, Rockstar, he finds one on Pavi, instantly shuts him down, and the numbers have already rolled in for the sides of IGXEG. But Benzene and Cyclone, these duo, they are just able to, get back those numbers for themselves. Now, again, a rotation, will it be called up? Because there's one player right in the mid who gets
Ooh.
punished from the sides of Rockstar, but instantly Elvis steps further, he shuts Rockstar down, and now EXO is going to be the last one to survive. What can he do?
I mean, he has to put the plan down for the first matter because the $800 is going to be benefiting in the next following round. So this is one thing which he has done really well. But again, he won't be able to stand in front of three men, which is Benzene, Elvis, and Dice Dealer. The gambler, the Dice Dealer is, he knows what he has to do. With that M4A1 in his hand, just moving further slowly, one tap on towards the defusal as well,
Ooh.
but Benzene just finishes off things in style. He knows, he very well knew that a player is going to be hiding towards the back side itself in the back hills. Yeah, good round all in all for the side of 7C. Like the way they're aggressing, it's really good to watch. And in the initial stage itself, getting those two crucial frags is really, really beneficial. And after that, it was just the difference which was just talking. Even though they were going for those trades, and those trades were actually benefiting them because they had the man count advantage. But for now, it's IGXEG having the very, very lower hand. It's going to be a force buy from their end. Let's see how they're going to be panning this entire scenario out because in front of them, it's all guns blazing, weapons blazing, and even utilities just right on point. But two kills, three kills on the name of Benzene. Right at the start itself, he knew it. The way he has to counter them, it's going to be one side push, and it was just stock for the side of IGXEG. They should have brought in a bit of versatility over here, but at the end, it's just going to be Benzene having 4 kills on his name. Oh my god, and Cyclone just there in the park, just walking around, just got a last shot, and he was pretty much happy. But what a good play from the side of Benzene. The trigger discipline's so amazing.
3-1 already on board. I still remember it all started with the very first round that rolled in the favor of IGXEG. But the things have changed drastically. Three back-to-back rounds that 7C have already got on their name, and look how aggressive this time the sides of 7C is looking. They've already pushed the sides of middle, and now they're just looking to capitalize over the entire situation. On the other side, if I talk about IGXEG, they are just looking forward to get the site entry and plant the bomb. But will that be possible? They're just holding. The patient game is being played, but for how
Ooh.
long? Cyclone is just trying to go a bit more aggressive. He'll be trying to go and get some predictable shots landed on his opponent, but will that get him anything? For now, no player
Oh,
loss. Oh, as soon as I say that, gamer, he goes down, and now Dice Dealer gets the very first one onto his name. The bomb has already made its way inside. Oh no, wait, it is still on the way. Okay, it has made its way inside the side, but will it get planted? Steel shot finds one on Dice Dealer, and now the bomb, it is still not planted. But as soon as there was one player who's going down with that bomb, Cyclone comes further, shuts him down as well. And now Steel Shot is going to be the last one to survive. Couldn't do anything in front of Cyclone. As soon as he steps up, he shuts him down. And that's where there's going to be one more round that rolls in the favor of 7C. And it's going to be IGXEG going in for a tactical timeout in the first 5 round itself. That's how good 7C is looking for now. But you cannot underestimate the size of IGXEG because we have seen comebacks happening, haven't we?
we very well have. We have seen a lot of comebacks in the past 2 days, but today is going to be a different story altogether. In the map of Ancient, the pushes, They are just so phenomenal for the side of 7C, and every single time IGXEG is trying to get inside a site, they are being denied left and right. It's only once their
Yep.
first round where IGXEG could even put the plant down. After that, it was just sheer sadness. But a good smoke coming in from the side of 7C just to block the vision of IG to just move in further towards the midways. But again, beneficial or not will be a huge question. But very close is where Cyclone is going to be holding towards the cheetah area. He wants to get those initial
Ooh.
flags, and he does very well manage that to get it as well. But again, smoking himself off to just wander around to another corner towards the mid. This is very, very nice from the side of 7C. Like they are having that aggression. They know what they're trying to do. And after those smokes, is just a good delay for the side of IGXEG. Like they don't know where to push at this
Benzene?
point because every single time they just wander inside, they're
Oh,
gonna be shut down instantly. And Benzene, the way has always been there towards site A. How can you even think about entering inside? I mean, it's just a denial. You see Benzene, you have to just turn around and run towards the other side because B is the place where every single time IGXEG managed to even enter. But A, they have not at all gotten the access since the beginning of the round. This is just commendable for the side of 7C, but IG, you have to literally plan onto what needs to be done because these smokes will prevail. A player coming outside, does a trade does come in, but at the end, it's just that the collateral damage which IG is facing is way too much.
oh my god, Benzene once again. Once again, this
Oh, come on.
man. Oh my god. This man and his angles, the angles that he's been holding with the util dump that is happening on the other side is just something different. But one player is already inside.
Oh
He
boy.
knows. And now that the bomb has been dropped, it's going to be a big blunder for the sides of IGXEG. But before Rockstar, even he could come further to retrieve the bomb, he's been shut down. And there's going to be one more round in favor of 7C. The way 7C has started this, it is looking really good for them. But look at Benzene and his plays every time, every time. Sometimes you see him smoking himself and just playing around. The other times you'll be seeing him in some other angle. This round was all about a mid hold or a middle hold. I would say that the players of IGXEG were trying to have with three players right there, but this time eventually they get denied. Now with the 6-1 scoreline, 7C, they got a great buffer for themselves. There's gonna be the sniper's nest, it's gonna be completely smoked, and the visions are gonna get denied. On the other side, talking about the A execution, I guess the players are gonna hold for now. It's gonna be three players near to the B side, whereas if we talk about A, two players are just holding of those position. There's gonna be no noise made. Oh, dice dealer, he finds one, and that's how the round starts off for 7C.
That's right. I mean, the whole is pretty much what you have expected, Darshita. I mean, 3-2, that's a split, and it's
Yep.
very close. In the A, it's just the tunnels which has been held really good, and A main is the place where the entire action is going to be unfolding real soon. But finally, Submitter, the initial frag onto Cyclone, but Dice Dealer equally trades the situation off in that corner. But again, he is continuing to do that gambling work. He has all make two kills on his name. And with that said, only two men standing for the side of IGXEG. One towards the spawn area, close towards the doors. He knows that Dice Dealer is right there, right in front of him, towards his crosshair. But will he be able to get that kill? Will he be able to spot Dice Dealer, or will Dice Dealer get him? Nope. Dice Dealer this time does get shut down. But at the end, it's going to be Benzene from the backside. He's going to be stabbing. Perfect angles being held. This is a perfect game for the side of 7 CE Sports. On the other hand, IGXEG, they are fumbling, they are tumbling here and there every single time they're trying to enter inside side. They've been denied. They don't know what to do at this point, and every single time they're reaching to this extent where they are having a losing bonus. So $3,400 is what they're gonna get, and upon that, it's just those skills. If they get it from an AR, then it's well and good. But if they get it in pistol, then they get a really good amount. But
Oh my god.
again, hey, the moment they try to enter inside a site, they're just gonna be denied. So why even try that? At least wait to get at least one or two kills and then progress further. That would have been your perfect strategy. But over here, they're just blatantly just moving further inside the site, and with no man standing, it's just Rockstar, the last man standing. I don't think so. Any magic is gonna be unfolded because it's against three big men. It's Elvis, Bhavi, and Dice Dealer. Bhavi with the op he has. I don't think so. This is a good bet, Rockstar. You do not have to go inside the site because if you do, then you're done for.
Site entry every time is just a big question, I would say, for the sides of IGXEG. They're trying their level best, but this time the bomb is dropped inside the site, and now retrieving it is going to be a big, big question. As you can see, he's down with 46 of his health. It's even a bigger one this time because three of those players, they know that the bomb has been dropped, and the sides of Rockstar, he needs to come and retrieve it. But as soon as some bullets will
Oh,
be exchanged here and there, Bhavi will be coming further. He'll be just shooting the heads down for the sides of Rockstar, and that's how it's going to be the eighth one. 8-1, that means 7 rounds buffer. That was 7C has from the sides of IGXEG. It is definitely a good start, I would say. It is looking really, really good for the sides of 7C Esports, but IGXEG, this is not how things are gonna last long because again, coming to the main point, if you get eliminated at this point of time, all the hard work done till date goes into vain. But
oh
hey, why
boy.
in the world will you do that again? Bhavi finds one, that's gonna be Dice Dealer converting to. Bhavi finds the second one for himself, the
Oh
third one
boy.
goes
Third as
down,
well.
and that's gonna be a quick round that rolls into the favor of 7C. As you were talking about it, Aiden, in the previous round as well, it's just a W that I feel is happening from the sides of IGXEG for 2 rounds, just for 2 rounds. I mean,
There's
yeah.
no strat at all. Like there's no strat whatsoever. Like they wanted to push eight from going towards mid, but that didn't work because Benzene was just there over and over trying to deny the access. At least they could have used those flashes, utilities at the right perfect time. It would have been very beneficial for them. But at the end, it's just the mistakes which IG is doing repetitively. And at the end, the previous round, which was a forced buy from their end, they wanted to at least convert, get those frags. It was only one man off the chart, which was Dice Dealer. Other than that, they couldn't manage to get any other kill whatsoever. But again, IG, you have to step up because this buffer will keep increasing because the way 7C Esports is playing, they are capitalizing day in, day out. Every single time they get a kill, right? They're smoking the angle off so that the opponent cannot do anything about that. So that is a very, very smart and wise option from their end. But these mollies, these smokes are going to be prevailing to entries towards the mid. And Elvis, again, he continues to do the damage. And
Benzene.
Benzene, come on. You every single time don't have to do that because it's downright annoying for the side of IGXEG. Like they don't know what to do right in front of you. They're just blank once they see you. But this time they did manage to get it down. 14 kills on a name already. Oh my god, what a damage dealer. But again, the situation looks the same for IGXEG for fourth consecutive round. The last man standing up against three people of 7C. This is not easy at all because you have to go for the plant as well and you have to even shoot down three people. And in that, there is even Bhavi with the op. So I don't think so.
Uh
It's even
oh.
remotely possible.
For now, Summitter, look at him. He just made his way inside the site. He was trying to be a bit more, careful this time, checking all the corners, all the angles, going a bit further. And what eventually happened there? Instantly, Bhavi came up with that op shot once again, connected it crisp, and shut the player down there and there. 7C Esports being dominant from the very start, they are just carrying it further. Again and again, you come down to that uh, again and again you come down to that middle area. You see there have been a lot of util dump happening, but Bhavi once again with that connection, he finds one on the same person he denied the previous time, and again he denies him. That's going to be the start where numbers have already faltered for the sides of IGXEG, and now site entry is again a question. This time I do feel like it's going to be an A execution. The players have been holding the
Oh,
main for now. But will they get the entry? Look at Elvis and look at his position. There have been util exchange happening definitely because they know there might be one player.
Oh
Elvis has been
boy,
forced to come
Benzene.
back, but Benzine, you cannot stop this monster no matter what util you dump on him. He finds one, and there are just three left down. Well, make it two for now as Elvis shuts down the side of Steel Shot, and now it's just down to EXO, whose
Oh
location gets
boy.
compromised. Benzine finds him as well. 11-1. No way did I expect this. Like, no way.
I mean, nobody's gonna get the access of side A. Like, no way. There's no chance. The way Benzene is playing, just wiggling around, making that room for himself so that he can easily move in here and there, so that every single time he spots one, he can easily get the frags. This is just amazing. And every single time I'm seeing the elbow being smoked off, so no information whatsoever is going to be reaching for the side of IGXEG, but this time, okay, it's going to be a rush approach from the side of IG, and they're just moving in towards side B. 3 players still alive for both the sides. Let's see how this entire thing pans out. Okay, Bhavi is going to be taking the better of that situation, making that for an even man count with offer 2v2. The C4 has been planted, and Benzene needs to move in further, avoiding that flash.
Uh-oh.
He is still lurking. He knows a player is right in front of him, AK in his hand, and he's going to be prevailing over the Galil. And the second also is going to be falling. With that said, the defusal is going to be just 1 second away. And another round rolling it for the side of 7C. 12-1, 11th round buffer. What a play from the side of 7C. And IG at this point are struggling because they don't have the better amount of economy. They need to literally save again and again to get a better buy for the next round. For now, even if they take a tactical timeout, even if they rethink what they have to do, it's again going to be the same story where Benzene is going to be holding A, the elbow is going to be smoked off, no intel is going to be provided towards the mid, and after that, it's just going to be carnage for IGXEG.
Match pause instantly. For a moment, I thought this might be a tactical timeout, which has been, prevailed from the sides of IGXEG, but definitely not. Maybe some player issue here and there. Come on, it keeps happening, right? But again, we are back into the match. 12-1, ladies and gentlemen. This is definitely what we never ever expected. I mean, come on. Whenever we talk about the start of the tournament where we see these teams struggling for qualification, that's a complete different story. But now, coming down at this point of time, 7C is just stopping each and every win. And to what I feel like, 7C is just planning to get the second title on their name as well. But hey, Bhavi, no way! No way! Rockstar, as soon as he shows even 1 pixel of his body, Bhavi managed to shut him down there and there. And that's how good Bhavi is with that op. Benzene on the other side, well, okay. I did say Benzene, but that was Cyclone who finds one on Gamer, and again this time. I mean, look at the positions the sides of IGXEG are holding. Do we
That's
even
right.
feel like they are on the T side? Because they have to go further, they have to take the site entry, they have to plant the bomb. And they are getting
That's
denied
right.
every time. They are not even allowed to step further. Right now, near to the waters is where one of the players is standing, and he is completely blank on what can be done. For now, he has an op in his hand, and the only option he got is to go for a save.
I mean,
That's
even if he saves, it's not going to be helping him because all of his
ah,
teammates are going to be continuously dying again and again. So this is just dropping down the morale of our IGXEG and Bhavi, just starting off things on such a good note with that off shot connecting through. Cyclone and Benzene just continues to wreak in havoc onto IG. Every single time they're trying to move in towards the mid area, towards the elbow area, trying to even find some space onto gaining some intels. It's just been denied over and over. But for now, this round is looking very sad in terms of utils for the side of IGXEG. They have none whatsoever, and with that, they're going to be moving in just one flash, one molly, and a smoke. It's not going to be helping you a lot. For a longer run, it's just going to be a saddening
Elvis.
part. But Elvis, through that smoke, is going to be spraying and getting one person spray and pray in such an accurate way. Wow, I've never seen this. But again, a good stab coming in from the side of Benzene. He knows what
Benzene!
he's doing. He is just so unstoppable. One player is towards the areas of tunnels, but I don't think so. He's going to be surviving for that long because Bobby is there with his op, and the Mollies are continuing to just push and pressurize in that situation. First half ending on such a good note, 14-1 for favoring for the side of 7C. Oh boy, IGXEG, you have to climb a huge mountain at this point just to even out the odds.
14-1. That's 13 rounds in total, in 13 rounds, which is a huge, huge ask. I mean, with the confidence, with the momentum, and the level of destruction 7C is onto right now, it is just so difficult to stop them. IGXEG, they need a different plan. They need to stop the sides of 7C, but will that be possible? Steel shot is just waiting. The patient game is something he needs to play. Benzino, oh my god, Steel shot. There will be one player right exactly in
Oh,
his front, and this time he is able to shut him down. That's gonna be Benzine. Revenge definitely taken, but the trade is something that is very on point, and the numbers have faltered for 7C this time.
boy.
Rockstar finds one on Dice Dealer as well. Elvis takes down Rockstar, but Gamer instantly shuts the sides of Elvis down, and now one more round rolls in for the sides of IGXEG. Finally, a moment of relief, but. They have to make sure that each and every round is on their name from here on. Each and every round. Because they give one round to 7C Esports, and then 7C will be just needing one more to end it all on a 16-2 note. But guys, you have the QR on the screen. Yes, it is gonna give you the access to the LAN event which is happening in Pune. I am all hyped up. I'm so energized right now. So excited for this event. So you definitely have to scan. Just take out your cell phone, scan the code, and you will get the access to the LAN event. 2nd of July at the Mauli Gardens, Baner is where the event is. So if you are from Pune, if you have relatives in your Pune, if you have your friends in the Pune, you definitely can share this information with them as well. But Aiden, I'm really scared right now for the sides of IGXEG.
See, a force is coming in from the side of 7C Esports, so you can expect a lot of action in this particular round because they are just going to be moving like a train and taking at least one station, which is either going to be A or B. But for now, it's just a match pause, which will just be there for one last member of IGXEG because their fifth is currently DC. But it's all right. It's gonna be a good relief for them as well because this round, the previous round was a must for them because if they have given the previous round towards 7 esports, it would have been just one round away for a victory. But now it's just been on a halt. 14-2 is the score line, and IGXEG literally needs to pull out some magic out of their hats. If they don't, then it's gonna be very troublesome for them because it's just do or die at this point. BO1, there's no other thing. Like if it was BO3, I would have still understood that they still have an opportunity to perform in the next for particular map. But right now it is a BO1, and they need to literally think on to how to execute this because 7C is not here to just toy around. They are here to play. 22
They are here
kills
to
already
conquer.
on the names of Benzine. Dashta, 22 kills onto the name of Benzine. And on the other hand, it's only
Exactly.
one player who is Rockstar with the double digits. This is actually very sad because there's no trading potential for the side of IGXEG. Like every single time one player is being demolished, the other is not able to get a frag or even get a trade out of that situation. So such things, this is playing like a lone wolf. I mean, I've seen such kind of plays in ranked matches, but come on, this is a tournament. Play alongside your
Definitely.
teammates.
Definitely. Talking about the sides of IGXEG, their journey till date has been a story of 16-6. I mean, they have won their very first match against Rage on the term of 16-6, then Unity as well on a term of 16-6. Both of these matches were looking really good for them. But now coming down to 7C, things are really getting tough out here. They need to figure out something. Now, what is the plan going to be like? Two players near down the line towards the B side, but this is going to be a execution. The bullets have started exchanging. There are frags in terms of both of these teams, but Benzene is already inside the side. The bomb is getting planted as well. Oh, this time it gets denied. But hey, what's the plan? Is it to rotate from the CT spawn? Yeah.
That is gonna be the case with a man count advantage. They're just progressing towards site A now. Oh, sorry, side B. From side A
B,
to side B.
yeah.
From CT. Wow, this is a big ballsy move because it's very
Yeah.
smart on the other hand. But EXO being the last man standing with FAMAS in his hand, and he does have a diffusal kit. He just needs 5 seconds. That's all he needs. But will he be getting that? A huge question. Cyclone and Dice Dealer, on the other hand, waiting at the crucial angles, does know that the player is going to be coming from that angle itself. EXO does manage to get one, but Dice Dealer just finishes off. One last round is what is required from the side of 7C Esports. They are playing so well. Such a huge buffer, 13 rounds buffer. And that previous post by round was so accurate for the side of 7C and IGXEG. They're going to be silent for this particular round as they're going to be bringing in those Deagles and SMGs. Not that it's not going to be that beneficial if you're going to be playing from a far further angle. But again, they have to play close range at this point. On the other hand, 7C,
Oh,
they do have really good amount of weaponry, but the shots coming in from the side of Submitter does manage to submit Elvis's head on a plate. But again, how are the angles are
oh,
going to be telling? The
Cyclone.
Cyclone is already inside the side. 2 kills on his name, 2 headshots, quick headshots, and the third as well. Oh my god, he is unstoppable. Every single time you see him having an AK-47, he knows how to show the magic. And it's gonna be a post-plant scenario for Steel Shot and Submitter. What are they gonna be doing? What are they planning? Bhavi with that Khalil is going to be prevailing. And at the end, it's going to be Benzene finishing it off. And this was a very, very quick round. Very, very quick round in terms of getting it, getting the site control, putting the plant down. After that, it was just absolute carnage. A beautiful, beautiful first match, Darshita. I am
Yep.
so impressed from the plays of 7C Esports. Just amazing, top notch plays.
I mean, the way 7C has started their journey in this Arena Connect Pune, it was a 16-0. I still remember. It was a 16-0. And now the way they have been performing. I mean, whenever we talk about quarterfinals, semifinals, it is all a lot of pressure that the players have, going up against the top teams that have
True.
qualified and made their way against such great teams. But again, 7C, man, oh man, there's no stopping for this team. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, 7C Esports being the team which has won the Coimbatore LAN is the team who gets qualified for the Pune LAN as well. I just can predict what 7C has in its mind right now. It's just about the second LAN title that they want on their name, and they are ready to do anything for that. But let's just relive the moment once again that we just witnessed. Let's just quickly have a look on the highlights as well, whatever has happened in this specific match. It all started with the very first pistol round that rolled into the favor of IGXEG. Also, to highlight, both of the rounds that IGXEG had on their names were all about pistol. Pistol game
That's
looks
right.
really very strong on their end, but this time, IGXEG, things were looking really difficult.
It was like those smokes are so accurate from the side of 7C Esports. Every single time their utility dump was just so accurate. Every single time they got a kill, they were smoking off those corners so that they are not going to be pounced on it from 2 or 3 players from the opposition. So very, very smart choices. And after that, it was just sheer execution. Like through the smoke, flashing before you even expose yourself is a very, very smart choice, a very viable option as well. But at the end, it was just this sheer gun skills which prevailed victorious over
This
IGXEG.
round.
And yes, this round was just so amazing. Like Bhavi's op was just singing along so many songs, 3 kills on his names, and he was just so like he was just unstoppable. 2 kills on the name of Dice Dealer, and that's how the round ended. But other than that, like these plays were just so accurate. Benzene again and again, he was just denying the entire control towards site A whatsoever. Like every single time IGXEG was planning on to executing site A, they were running in just head first. They were just they were deprived of that option as well. So good try from the side of IGXEG, but at the end it was just 2 rounds which were given from the side of 7C. Other than that, they just took it all. 16-2 was the final score line, and they're going to be progressing way too faster than any other team.
7C. As I said, their plan is to get two titles on their name. The first one was the Coimbatore land, and now it's all about the Pune land that they are having their focus on. But with that, the very first match comes to an end. I mean, do we expect it to end in like what, half an hour or maybe 45 minutes? That's all. We expected it to be very close. I really wanted to
Yeah,
witness an overtime at this point of time. I mean, I'm just so excited that I'm like, just take me to ancient. We were talking about this before coming here as well, that I really want to
true.
witness ancient, but I never imagined it to be such short. Like, I mean, come on. Yeah,
It
16-2
was
is
a
what
one-sided
just
affair.
yeah, exactly. Things were always getting denied, right? Start from the terrorist. If I talk about when the sides of IGX EG were on their terrorist side, they were denied for the site entry every time. On one or two rounds, we even saw them just going gun blazing towards their enemy, but eventually that didn't work. Bhavi with two kills, Benzene with three were enough to shut them down there and there.
I mean, Benzene every single time. He was just playing those angles
Yeah.
so right. He was just wiggling, trying to make some room, trying to gather some intel. And every single time he gathered the intel, he shut the opponent down. I mean, how you can even manage to do that? It was just so amazing. But okay, I'm just drooling a lot on these plays because it was so
I
accurate
mean,
and ancient. I
yeah,
mean,
exactly.
I've not seen such one-sided affair in this point of time. Like at this stage, one-sided matches. I was expecting the least, but at the end, it is what it is. Come on, but yeah, 23 kills on the name of Benzene, Dice Dealer with 21, Elvis with 16, Cyclone F with 14, and Bhavi with 11. On the other hand, IGXEG, it looks very quiet in there because Rockstar was the only person who managed to hit the double digits. But on the other hand, Submitter, Steel Shot, EXO, and Gamer, they were not at all in the mood to hit those shots.
120 ADR on the sides of Benzene. Okay. Dice Dealer with 94. We have Elvis with 99. Cyclone with 80 and Bhavi with 90.
In
After seeing. Okay.
in such a short match, Darshita, like in such a
Yeah.
short match, managing to pull an ADR of 120, this is good. This is next to great.
Even,
And we have seen, yeah,
when
please
you
carry on.
talk about the kills and the death ratio, I mean, 23-7. That's more than 3.
I
Again,
mean,
Dice
yeah, my
Dealer
math is very weak, okay?
721.
I'm sorry, my
Okay.
math is very weak, so you can do the calculations and please let me know because I'm going to be taking on holding my phone and opening the calculator to do all of these things. Yes,
I
I can
mean,
do another thing
okay, if
as
we
well. Scan the QR code.
scan the QR code, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's also one more thing which you all can do. Whoever are watching in Loco or in YouTube, all you have to do is scan the QR code and get those free tickets. But now let's talk about the MVP, Benzene. 23 kills, 7 deaths, 3 assists, and a rating of 2.15. This is the highest so far.
Benzene was looking really good today. I mean, very good, on point with those crispy shots and everything.
True.
When it all started in the first few rounds here and there, I saw Bhavi down with some like two or three kills in the beginning. I'm talking about, but even after that, we saw Bhavi hitting those shots so clean, so crisp once again. I mean,
That's
every
right.
time I see some player on that op, whenever you see a shot being connected on screen, it looks so easy, but when you sit down to play, you understand how hard it is to connect those shots and to get that connection
True.
on your name. And I actually felt those connection even previous day when we were talking about it. 4K and Ace, everything
True.
seemed to be so good while looking at it. But when you sit down to play, when we chill after those streams, when you chill at night playing CSGO and everything, we just realize how hard it gets to hit those crispy shots.
That's right. It's all about practice. It's all
Yep.
about practice, and it's a very different pattern altogether. But again, we're going to be seeing another match soon, Darshita. But before that, we're going to be taking a small little break. So fill in
Yep.
your refreshments and see you on the other side.
I don't know if I can make it when I walk alone. Can somebody come and save me? I just wanna know. I wanna know.
I could run through the fire, I could conquer the night. If I can make it, if I try to draw the red light. I could run through the fire, I could conquer the night. If I can make it, if I try to draw the red. I could, I could, I could, I could,
I could run through the fire.
Hey guys, as we promised, we'll be back after a very short break. We are back again with you guys, and we are back with a surprise. But before letting you guys know what the surprise is, I want to give a big shout out to our partners and our sponsors as well. We have our title sponsors Alienware and Intel. Also, we have our talent partner as Maverick. Without them, this event wouldn't have been possible. So thank you so much for being with us entirely this time. But Aiden, how excited are you for the surprise? And I would really, it would be really great
Can
if
I
you could
spoil
tell
it?
our
Can I
audience
can I
about the
spoil it?
surprise.
Yes, yes, yes. I'm
Uh,
spoiling. I'm
I
spoiling.
mean,
We are
Okay.
having an interview session with
Oh.
Dice Dealer. So the man, the myth, who I used to call Shakuni Mama, is here.
I mean, hey, Dice Dealer, how are you doing? We
Doing
are
good,
doing
doing good.
fine. Well, first things first,
You
Aiden
want to
has
start or
actually
shall I
given
start?
you. Yeah, you can. You have given him a name, right?
I've already given him a name. Like I don't know whether you like it or not, Dice Dealer. First off, do you like it?
Here? What? I didn't get your question.
It's all right. I was just saying that I call you Shakuni Mama because you
Oh,
know
the
how to
Shakuni Mama
gamble
joke.
the
Yeah.
situation.
Yeah.
So, do you like the name or you
Yeah,
don't like it? That's the first
it's an
question.
amazing name. I had to find out who Shakuni Mama is first, but
Oh,
after I
damn.
did, I liked it quite a bit.
But
Thank you.
okay, again, first things first, you guys are looking pretty dominant with the very first start match itself. I mean, you guys have already won the Coimbatore LAN, and after that, being
Yeah.
in such a destructive mode, team is looking on fire. So, what's the actual reason behind all the planning, plotting, and what is going behind the scenes? Somewhat, insights you can provide us with.
We have been on the boot camp for the past 2 months, working really hard.
Mm-hmm.
So that is probably the biggest reason. I believe you can see the fatigue on our faces. And I work the least here, and I have dark circles. So my team, you cannot imagine. I am the newest addition, and it has been difficult keeping up with them. How hard they work. They plan every round, every strategy. They find all the loopholes, everything. So yeah, I love the team, and that is probably the biggest reason the work we put in.
So I don't think so. You have actually seen any strategy coming from IGXEG. Like they were just using brute force, just moving inside one
Yep.
side and just trying to dominate, get those kills, and then play on to the post plant scenario. That's the only thing which I could notice. Because every single time when you were smoking off the elbow areas, all the main areas, and then trying to peek in, and then trying to get those frags, it was just so oblivious. Like you, it was very obvious for you
Yep.
to even do that. So, have you seen any strategy coming from the side of IGXEG?
IGXE did try some things, but they didn't work for them, and then they tried to rush, and that
Yep.
didn't work for them. So I guess they were just lost. They could not find any
True.
areas, and they lost. Yeah.
Well, definitely that has been the case, and rounds were looking really great on your end. But also, I'm really very keen and interested to know about Benzene. I mean, the way he's been performing, he's just looking
Yo,
so good. What is the exact reason behind that?
I would say Benzene is the best aim in our team, so that that
Oh.
is the reason.
hands down. I
And
can agree to it. I can agree
yeah,
to it,
and
Daisy.
when
Like,
he gets down to it, when he multi-frags, if you give him the
true.
frags, he will take them. So that is the biggest reason why he has so many frags.
I mean, is there any this thing which you try before even like warm up your aim or something like that, or do any of the aim lab? Like you just play raw, or you do all of these practices before even
No,
entering
no,
to a tournament? What is your
every
mindset?
single person in the team has a different aim routine. But yes, we all do our aim routine every day and a different warm-up routine before the match. Both are different.
Nice.
Well, practice is definitely important. But again, you guys will be
Hmm.
playing the second LAN. As I said, as I mentioned it previously, the Coimbatore LAN, we have the winners as well. You guys were the winner for the Coimbatore one. Now, coming back to this Pune LAN, how has been your experience? I mean, come on, playing from the boot camp versus coming on a LAN event and playing in front of an audience, how much difference does it make overall?
Well, it makes quite a difference. First of all, you're not on your setup. Secondly, a lot of players get nervous, but our team is quite used to it now. We have played a lot of LANs together, so we won't be under any pressure. And yeah, we are excited for the LAN event. That is it, pretty much.
That's nice. That's nice. Like,
Uh,
correct me if I'm wrong, Daisy. Like, back at your home, you had those pull-up bars, right?
Yeah, yeah, on my screen,
Right?
yes. On
Yes,
my
you did
channel,
yeah.
on
have
my
it.
screen, you can see them.
How
Yeah.
much can you pull up? How much?
Well, I can do 10 or 12 pull-ups. Yeah. I
All right. I had
yeah.
a question like
I
in
mean,
the previous this thing, Community Cup itself. I used to see your
Mhm.
cam on. From there, I've observed all of these things. And once it was like on the podium where I was expecting you to be there, but it wasn't
Mhm.
you, unfortunately. So I couldn't take the interview. But that question
Yep.
was just back of my head all this time until now. So I'm very
You could see
happy.
my you could see my workout equipment in the camera. Yes. Yeah.
Oh my god. Also, Dice Dealer being now with the teams with such a long time. I mean, you guys have been sticking together with such a long time. Can you tell me
Mm,
something more about your players? Like some funny things that people are not
Yes.
aware about behind the camera things. Anything specifically about all the players and even yourself
yeah.
as well.
So basically,
We.
Dice Dealer, let
Yeah.
me just cue you in. Darshita wants
Mhm.
you to snitch on one of your teammates. That's it. That's it. In the gist.
Okay. Well, talking about Cyclone is the biggest dude. So
Okay.
he bullies us. Basically, he just every time we play bad, he's the one to bully us about everything. So yeah,
Okay.
he just he just uses his physical strength. He's in the background
I could
or
spot him. I could literally spot him.
yeah. He'll he'll nod me about this after the match. I mean
Okay.
after the interview.
All
I feel you,
also
bro.
about Benzene and all the other
Mhm.
players. Some inside sides that
Uh,
all of us wants to
Bhavesh
know. Pretty excited.
Bhavesh is serious all the time, and Elvis is just lost most of the times. He sits alone on his PC. I don't know why. There's a communication gap, but I don't know why. And Benzene, he can fit in with anyone. He's that kind of a guy.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah,
He's very
And
versatile
something about
when it comes to
yeah,
game.
he's
yeah,
very versatile.
yeah. Something about yourself as well. Come on, you've been talking about all your players and not you. So,
Mhm.
what's that funny side, or
Yes.
the side that people are not aware about?
Well, in game, I miss out on calls and do my own thing, and then that happens a lot. That happens a lot. Whenever you see me dying alone or killing three, the gamble sometimes works. That's when it looks good. Other times, I just die. I'm just lost most of the times in game when there are complicated calls. That
The
that
name is
is
well suited for your playstyle, to be very
Shakuni
honest. Like
Mama,
every
yeah,
single
right?
time I've seen you, right? You
yeah.
know what to do at the very wrong time. So yeah,
Yeah.
those are the things which I've noticed. So
Mm.
yes. And one last question.
Yeah.
Dashta, from your end, do you have any other question? I mean, you
No,
have
you can
prepared
go
20
further.
questions.
Yeah,
You have an endless streak of questions, but I have one major question. How much time
sure.
have you spent in CSGO? And previous to this, have you played any other Valve game, any other CS game?
Well, I started playing 1.6 when I was like 8 years old, and now I'm
Okay.
20, so it has been 12
Ooh,
years. So I would say
Nice.
about 13, 14,000 hours. It is a lot, but
13,
oh my
14,000
God.
mm,
hours.
yeah, in Valve games,
That's
in Counter Strike.
it sums
Beautiful.
up it all. Come on, it sums it up all here. The reason we have
Mm.
been seeing such a destructive mode right now, it sums it all here. But again, coming back to this game CS:GO, we have been seeing a lot of team practicing, playing all around. So, do you think there's any one team to be specific as a rival, or a team that may be strong that you want to take down or something like that?
I believe God's Reign will be the strongest opponent, and
Okay.
Random 5, they are also an opponent, and Too Easy, I don't know if they made it or not, but I think Too Easy will also be a strong opponent.
And one
Huh.
specific person in God's reign who's going to be a
One
huge
specific
problem?
person in God. Oh, Crazy Gamer. He's a huge problem
I
always.
mean,
He
come on.
pushes all the smoke. He
Exactly. It,
pushes
it
all the
has
smoke.
to be him. It
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 is him. It
definitely
is
has
him.
to be him.
Hmm.
But also talking about all the players that the side of 7C has, Bhavi has been the one who's really looking good with that op shot. So rather than Bhavi,
Uh,
if I ask you few op players that you love to watch, who will be them then?
Yeah.
that will be Benzene. He's the secondary offer, and
I mean, not not
maybe
not in your team to
I
be
don't know.
more specific.
Not
Come
in
on.
my okay.
Yeah,
In the opponent teams.
yeah.
Yes.
Oh, in the
Anyone all
opponent team.
around.
Fired Up, I believe, is the strongest option. I
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
believe
yes.
after Bhavi,
Yes.
Fired Up and Revan is also good. But if I had to name one, I would name Fired Up. Yeah, looking forward to
Perfect.
playing with him
Perfect.
against him.
Definitely,
Sorry.
definitely. But yeah, yeah, yeah. But before we end this all, as you guys are making it towards the LAN and which is happening on the 2nd of July, definitely. What are your preparations? What are your plans? I mean, yeah, obviously you cannot reveal all of them, but somewhere down the line, what are the preparations like at the boot camp?
Well, I believe we have the first matchup with God's Reign, so we'll be watching a lot of their
Mhm.
demos and strategizing against them. It will be a BO1, so it is always risky, but we'll
Yep,
True.
try our best and try to pick the strongest map, which we
Perfect.
play the best on.
definitely, definitely.
Sounds
All the
really
best.
good.
I
Yep.
I hope this LAN gets you the second victory on your name. I mean, come on, after Coimbatore, the Pune one on your name is
Mm.
specifically something that you guys are definitely planning for. But thank you so much once again for, tuning in and sharing all these thoughts. It has been really phenomenal talking to you. Thank you so much for tuning
Thank
in.
you. Thank you. Bye, guys.
Bye bye. Well, ladies and
Wow.
gentlemen, that was one of the players of 7C. And Aiden is looking so confident right now. Look at
I
him.
mean,
The confidence
they
is,
are
yeah, the confidence is right on his
16-2.
face. I mean, yeah,
16-2
it
is what
sums
they
it
have
all.
just done. I mean, confidence will be all over their body at this point. In terms of sweat, in terms of perspiration, it's just there. But yes,
it
it was
it is
amazing.
just
It was amazing talking to such great people. I mean, like, because of all of these things, it's our casting, like, we are able to witness such good games. So, I mean, kudos and hats off.
definitely. But right now, before heading towards the next match itself, we are gonna take a short break. It will be a very short break. So see you guys on the other side.
Through the fire, I could conquer the night. If I can make it, if I try to draw the red light, I could run through the fire. I could conquer the night. If I can make it, if I try to draw the red. I could, I could, I could, I could, I could, I could run through the fire.
All right, we are back, Darshita. Oh my god, what a great interview. Dice dealer.
Yep.
Like with answers, I was so satisfied. I'm like, okay, fine. You know what? You may take the next advancement as well because 16-2 was a score line, and the way they played it against IGXGE, it is just amazing. Every single time they knew what they were doing. Like he said it, they were not even planning on to doing anything, and at the end they had to just adapt one thing, which was rush game. That's it. But for
Yep.
now, let's move on to the second match. God's Reign versus D5.
Oh,
I am
let's go.
extremely excited because it's God's Reign. Finally! It's Inferno as well. So you know what you're gonna be witnessing today.
Banana fight. It is all about the banana fight for now because that's the only way you get the entry to the other side. But, ladies and gentlemen, we both have been waiting to witness God's Reign versus Destructive 5, and finally, it all started with God's Reign going in a ban for Overpass. They banned the sides of Mirage and Nuke as well. It was Anubis, Vertigo, and Ancient being banned from the sides of Destructive 5. So the decider comes out to be Inferno, and I am so excited. I mean, you still remember, right? From day one itself, I've been talking about two specific maps. To be very precise, one was Ancient, the other one was Inferno. And on today's day, I've witnessed both of them. I am just so happy. I mean, thank you so much to all the four teams.
That's right. I mean, a huge thanks for them. But this man, crazy gamer, who Dice Dealer has spoken about, he's gonna be the man who I will have my eyes just on him. But yes, again, the first round, the pistol round being started, initiated already. God's Reign slowly moving in towards the second mid, now approaching towards the A section. A site is what they are planning for. And look at that. Apps area being already captured. Map control has been taken from the side of God's Reign by such a great force. Two players right in front of
Oh,
Emo, and Emo is gonna be taken down. Clouda, wow. I have not seen those shots being hit that accurately with a Glock. Nonetheless, the USP also is going to be prevailing victorious in that situation. And Frex, oh my god, amazing shots, two on his name already. And site A is still gonna be the call for the side of God's Reign. Slowly moving in further. Those angles are
uh-oh.
being checked off so clearly, so crystal clear. And look at this. The last two men standing, who's gonna be June and Sam. Sam, oh, the ninja spot. That is where all the action actually unfolds. And this first round has gone for the favor of Destructive 5. Those USB shots have been hit so on point.
1-0 to start things off. As we keep talking about the same story again and again, ladies and gentlemen, it's all about a 2-0, right? With the first round advantage that the sides of Destructive 5 have, they can pull off the second one as well. But this time it's going to be about a lot of util dump that we can witness on the banana. Now, who is going to be the one contesting this? There's going to be a lot of predictable sprays as well. But before that, Emo, he shuts down the sides of Cloud, and that's going to be the very first frag that was needed from the sides of Destructive 5. God's Reign, this is one more round that will be going off their hands. I mean, yeah, might go off their hands, but the banana push has been called off for a moment. They have been going a bit behind, but there you see one player being a bit aggressive. That's gonna be Sam. He finds one unfinished, shuts him down there and there. Two more players right exactly in his front. Sam this time decides to go back because he know the more he aggress, the more player he is gonna lose. He is down with 61 of his health, and Emo is just down with 7. They need to be very careful. For now, there was some pressure on the banana fight, but it will be called off once again. A rotation will be called off right exactly towards the A site. And you know what, Aiden? We have two players standing strong on the A. So taking the site control is going to be very difficult.
That's right. It is gonna be difficult, but at the end, the man code advantage is there towards the side of Destructive 5. All five men standing know what to do when Ju and the way he's just gonna be moving here left and right, but this time he's gonna be shut down right after getting one kill. And Pixar waiting in the corner, but Emo, that nade is gonna be destroying the hopes of God's Reign to even get inside the side and put the plant down. Second round going in for the favor of D5. this is not at all looking good for God's Reign, but I guess for now, it's just all right because it's going to be a full buy round for them, and they're going to be coming in with those AK-47s and hoping to see even an AWP in their hands. But again, oh, it's a Mac 10. Okay, surprised
Yep.
me, and Finn is going to be surprising me. The utilities again being dumped towards the bananas angle, but one player is so keen on to rushing on further, and Rose is gonna be taking the first casualty, but a nade is gonna be on the name of one of the players of Destructive 5. But again, those pushes are just gonna be stopped right off the bat. God's Reign this time tries for another approach towards side A, towards the mid areas 11, moving further right towards the balcony area, slowly moving towards the guards, and he's going to be shut down. Picks again and again. He is just wailing victorious with that he has in his hands. Oh, the SMG's close range is just so accurate. But again, this time it's going to be Revan. He's going to be shutting down the hopes. But side A is going to be open for an execution. But no, Emo with the backstab. He's going to be stopping another round. God's Reign. Every single time they're planning to do something, they have been denied of. And D5 just taking those rounds by storm. I am just shell-shocked at this point.
How 3-0. Definitely not an expected scoreline. I mean, come on, we can talk about a 2-1, right? But first 2 rounds going in the favor of D5 and a full buy in the next round for God's Reign, it had to be their round. But again, this time Vision's getting blocked, getting denied. A lot of util dump that we do see on the sides of Banana. From the sides of D5, we do see some nades as well being sent for the sides of Gods, but what are they getting in return? For now, it's gonna be Emo. He finds 3. Oh my god! 3 is what he has on his name. Juven finds the 4th one, and now it's gonna be crazy game of the last one to survive. He already has 2 on his name. He needs 3 more to not just convert an ace, to convert this round, but his positioning says a different story. The bomb is dropped. The first responsibility, the first work right here is to retrieve the bomb, but the Visions have been denied. He's expecting one player from a different angle, and he'll be just waiting for that. But look at the hold from the sides of D5. One player on the right, one on the left. As soon as the player comes further, he'll be shut down. And that's what exactly happened. Pexer, he shuts the sides of Crazy Gamer down. 4-0 scoreline, and God's Reign will be going in for a tactical timeout in the very first 4 rounds itself. I love the way both of these players were holding off their positions. I mean, they knew that the bomb was down, and Crazy Gamer had no other option but to retrieve the bomb first. They holded those angles beautifully.
That's right. Utilities would have been his best friends, but at the end, he didn't have none on him whatsoever. That situation would have been a really, really easy one for him because it was right in front of the boiler doors. So he could just move in further, put a smoke right in front of him towards the balcony area, try to pick on a fight towards the arches or towards the cubby, and then retrieve the C4, go towards side B. But again, it's just an hypothetical situation. And at the end, you know how the round panned out. But this time
Yep.
around, God's Reign is going to be having a full buy onto their names. All of those utilities stacked towards them, and the banana section, they're not even caring about it. They just know that all of those utilities are going to be dumped from the side of D5 towards the banana section, and the counter smoke coming in from the side of God's Reign as well. But look at this.
Ooh! Juven?
Juven knows that two players were being spotted there, and the first shot was just so accurate, and after that he just retrieves from that. He knows if he just goes on for another kill, then he's gonna be easily traded off. Nice thinking there, and Clouda being the first casualty. Crazy Gamer down to his 15 HP, and Finn for his 48. I don't know what is gonna be happening in that current situation because he's just 1 HP away from being called 47 as well. But again, how is this entire scenario going to be panning out? One smoke towards the arches area, trying to deny the information that the players are moving in slowly. But again, Ruben holding a very, very tight angle towards the arches corner, and A is going to be the caller for the side of God's Reign. Will they be able to capture this?
Ooh.
Nope. One player tried to enter in towards the line of sight of Ruben, and he's going to be shut down. Oh, the flashbangs ringing left and right. Those kills getting lined off left and right. And again, God's Reign are going to be denied another round. D5 are playing so strong, so solid. This particular shot was so accurate. He was going for the second player, but unfortunately, in the collateral, the first one was taken away. This is not looking good for the side of God's Reign. Second tactical timeout taken off from their end, and Destructive 5, they are just having the advantage of being the CT side, and they're very well taking it as well.
5-0. Definitely not the scoreline that we do expect. God's reign, I mean, the way this team performs, we have seen them play previously, right? This is not the first time that we are seeing this team play. And they are just so phenomenal with everything that they do. I mean, come on, we had a word with the player of 7th event right now, and what he stated clearly was God's Drain is the team he is looking forward to. But hey, ladies and gentlemen, Wazi finds one on Crazy Gamer, but Finn instantly shuts down two of them, and now the numbers are rolling in for the sides of God's Drain. Will they be able to capitalize over the situation? Two players have already made their way
Ooh,
inside the B
no.
side, but Pixel and his positioning. Oh my god, he finds one on Finn, but Raven steps further, shuts down the sides of Pexer. But again, now the problem is the bomb has been planted and Destructive 5. What is gonna be their plan? 2 versus 3 retake situation. Oh, well, make it a 1v3.
Oh boy, that was a really good smoke. A good try from the side of D5 to at least deny the Intel game, but at the end, God's Reign finally gets those crucial rounds onto their favor because it was looking very dry from their end. They didn't have the economy whatsoever, but now after one round backed up in their corner, that losing streak has finally ended. Destructive 5 in the last round. Currently, they were just trying on to holding God's Reign to even enter through towards the banana section, but at the end failed because two of their major players were just down instantly at that corner itself. But let's see in this round what is going to be the plan from the side of God's Reign. Does
Oh,
manage to get a kill on Juven. Nice shots being ringing in those corners. AK-47 gonna be prevailing, but Pixar, he knows how to retaliate. Does manage to get a counter trade as well. But again, 11, he's in a very tight corner. One player spots him, he's gonna be taken out. But 11, the reflexes he has, the amount of understanding, the game knowledge he has, is gonna be prevailing victorious in that situation. Good, good trades coming in, Darshita.
definitely. For now, I'm just having a look at that one player who was holding banana a while ago. He'll be forced back. He'll be going back. And now God's Drain do not have that number again. Things are looking difficult for the sides of God's Rain and the specific round, to be very honest. But let's see. Now it's gonna be a execution plan. They need to be careful because the way one player is just holding the long haul. Oh no, that's gonna be player getting spot out there. Raven, oh my god! He finds one and Vazi shuts him down there and there. And now it goes down to a 2 versus 2. Emo, he finds one
Oh
on
boy.
Raven as well. He shuts down the other one. And that's how Destructive 5 gets one more for themselves. It was a very quick retake, I would say. I mean, look at this shot. Look at this beautiful shot.
I mean, retakes or even planning on to executing a side which is from the side of God's Reign, nothing is happening whatsoever. Like they managed to put the plant down, but that's the least they could even get. In that Destructive 5, they do know what they're planning. Like every single time you see them, they are one step ahead of God's Reign. And this is a kind of competition you have to keep in front of such big names like God's Reign. So yes, good strategies coming from the side of Destructive 5. Every single time they're denying the access of for the side of bananas towards the side of B. So the utilities game is really strong from there, and they know what kind of lineups need to be used Those counter smokes are also on point for the side of Destructify, but on the other hand, God's Reign not even managing to get those tiny flushes out. For example, in the last, I guess the two rounds back, there was a push towards side B, and there was one player from the side of Destructive 5 who was hiding towards the quad area. And usually those areas are always going to be having one or two players either in a booster spot, or it's going to be only one solo player waiting for the opponents to even reach there and put the plant down. So you can easily flush them out by just throwing a molly or throwing nades. That's it. That's all you have to do. But God's Reign, being very oblivious, they didn't know what to do, did manage to trade off at the end, but again, only one round had gone in their favor. But these mistakes, if they do it less, it's going to be beneficial for them. But those splits are again coming in very, very weak from the side of God's Reign. This time around, they have dropped the C4 towards the spawn itself near the bicycle, and that's it. They're currently just hunting for one or two heads.
It's gonna be a buy round coming up from the sides of God's Reign, which Aiden eventually means that if they lose onto this one, again the next round will be an advantage for the sides of Destructive 5. But hey, was goes a bit behind. He knows there's going to be a lot of aggression from the banana towards the B side. One player has already made his way inside the site and he finds Was
Oh
as well.
boy.
Instantly shuts him down. But Sam, hey, he finds one on Crazy Gamer and that equalizes the situation to a 4 versus 4. The bomb has been planted. The three players are trying to enter the side, but Sam, what is going to be the exact plan? 4 versus 2. Destructive 5 this time do not have those numbers, and that is a big, big advantage for the sides of God's Reign. One player is already holding the banana logs because he assumed some of the backstabs, but well, there is nothing for now. The sides of Destructive 5 will be going in for a save. They won't be risking it at any chance, and now what God's Reign is gonna go is do a hunt. Hunt for players. Is that God's Reign looking forward to? Well,
No, they just want to save themselves,
no,
Darshita. They
no,
just don't
yep.
want to take any damage. But Riven, he's gonna be the casualty who's gonna be wiping the floor off. But a good round altogether coming in for the side of Gosrain. This time, a very, very subtle and smooth approach. They just wanted to get inside B, and they very well did. Those counter smokes did come in, even though one casualty was faced on the side of God's Reign. But that was a really, really good attempt altogether. 6-2 is the scoreline, and this time around, it's going to be D5 who's going to be in a very, very differential round in terms of weapons, because you can see 5.7, 5.7s and P250s in their hands, but that's pretty much it, with one op and one M4 which was saved in the previous round. So I mean, altogether it's beneficial, but a three-man hold towards site B and two holding towards site A, slowly and steadily. One player has already been taken off 11, starting off things with a wall bang. That was a really, really good side, and A side can be easily accessed. Only one player is towards the apps area, and if God's Rain figures this out, then it's going to be easy for them to put the plant down and put a pressurizing situation for D5 for as a post plant scenario. But again, slowly lurking in towards the first mid, trying to get all of those
Uh-oh.
intents. But Finn, he knows what's going
Oh.
to happen. He gets the first, the second kill as well. The third is going to be aligned. No, it doesn't. But Crazy Gamer does manage to trade things off, and Riven, he's going to be having that op in his hands. So B long people, beware.
God's Reign, they started off this round on a very good note. The hold, the patience definitely was
Oh,
in their favor, but hey, Julian, he has to go down, and that's where the scoreline is a 6-3. Finally, rounds getting back in the favor of God's Reign, and it is looking very, very good. 6-3 is what the scoreline is. Back to back 2 rounds is what they have got, and now this 10th round again is gonna be a very important one. Crazy Gamer, yeah, I do miss him seeing on that up, but this time Raven is gonna be the one handling those crispy shots. am really expecting some more from his end, but this time there will be a lot of futile dump and a sound made towards the banana, but the
Oh,
approach is gonna be an A approach. Crazy gamer, he knows there's one player right exactly in his front. The bomb has been retrieved as well, but his vision gets denied, and now here's where the problem starts.
indeed. It's 18 seconds till the smoke screen just fades away, and Crazy Gamer is just going to be waiting there, trying to get one or two picks. No man disadvantage whatsoever. D5 and God's Reign with 5v5 scenario just moving up ahead, but Wuz and Sam and Juven, they don't have the HP on them. One shot is all they need, and they're gonna be dead. But again, they can also retaliate equally as well. And Riven is gonna be starting off things with the AWP in his hand. Joven, Juven, he's gonna be the first casualty for the side of D5. And in God's Reign, Crazy Gamer. He was wanting to play aggressive, but it's alright. First frag already been taken off, but slowly and steadily
Uh-oh,
they're going to be planning on for an A execute, and they have already gotten the site access. And Cloud are trying to spray through the smoke. There's one player sneakily playing there, but Wolves just managed to spot one player. Takes
oh.
3 shots of the Deagle, but none of them connect whatsoever. And a post-plant scenario. With that said, he's going to be taken off as well. And fourth round coming for the side of God's Reign.
Slowly and steadily, the numbers are getting equalized. The score line is getting equalized. But now, coming back to this round, I guess the sides of D5, they do have their hands on a goodbye. God's Reign. What is going to be the plan? Again, the bomb has been dropped on the other side, and they will be looking forward to at least an entry frag or something. On the other side, again, Banana being contested with a lot of smokes through the way, all that they can dump. I mean, every time, may the approach be a B approach or no, Banana is always the place where you see a lot of futile dump happening, because that's the only way you can, go towards the B side. But Pexer and his position, do they have any idea about the same? Because if they don't, it can be a huge, huge blunder out there. Things are getting slowed down once again. God's Reign, they don't want to rush it. They know how important this is. They know how much impact one round can make in the overall performance. It's a do or die situation once again, because if they get their, if they don't get this round for themselves, it can be a momentum building stage back for the sides of D5, as they did in the starting 5 rounds. But a rotation being called off once again. Execution has been put on hold, and it's going to be a banana approach, a very fast approach towards the B side, where all of the players are into a lot of problems. But Sam is trying to take one at least down, but that's going to be Raven who finds one on UN, shuts him down there and there. He finds one more on Sam. That's going to be 2 with that orb. Great crispy connections coming further, but he has been brought down to 4 of his health. 3 versus 3 is what the retake situation
Oh.
looks like. Cloud, he gets denied. 2 players. What do you think is going to happen?
I mean, it's gonna be diffused really soon. But 11, he has the HP on him. He can take the peaks, but again, that's
Uh-oh.
gonna be the last thing. Just with 4 HP, with Revan even know it's gonna be hitting him. No, he doesn't. And the diffusal kit, it's gonna be in time. And another round goes in the favor of D5. Like you said, Human did play an actual really good position there so that he can easily capture the site as well. Like the control was not given that easily towards the side of God's Reign until unless they had 2 men fallen off from their end as well. It was not that easy to get the site. But at the end, they did manage to plant. God's Reign did manage to plant, and Destructive 5, that was a really good call at the end to just move in further and take the fight, bring the fight towards them rather than just being spot by the op and then being shot away. But yes, good round coming in for D5, but God's Reign, again, the momentum is going to be shifted tides. Let's see how God's Reign is going to be grasping the situation again. Ooh,
Wow. It all starts
Ruben,
with the...
wow.
Oh my god, 2 shots! The The third one as well. Till it get connect. No, 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 it didn't. It didn't. He tried to get in with the third one, but
I
for
was
a
just
moment
trying
I
for a
thought,
wall bang, but it's all right.
yeah. For a moment I legit thought he got a connection out of that, but no. He gets denied. 4 versus 3. The numbers have again faltered for the sides of God's reign. They need to be careful. On the other side, it's gonna be a execution again. They have been trying to get an A entry this time, but let's see how it looks like for them, because three of the players not sticking together is something I'm really, really scared about. Again, a rotation being called off. It's not gonna be an A execution. They have been trying to go towards the B, but UN, oh my god. Even one pixelet and the player gets taken down. Oh
Oh,
my
collateral!
god! Oh my god, this should not have been the case. UN,
Can be
he
an ace.
finds four. He finds four and he's just left with one to ace it all.
Oh
He
my
does it.
god!
Oh my
What was that
god!
shot?
This is not happening. This is. Oh my
Amazing.
god.
Amazing. Those shots being connected, and that ace was just with the banana shots. That's it. That's all he had done. Right from the
This
start, he was
collide.
just there in front of the banana entry. And after that, he just ended off things inside the B side towards the fountain area. And this shot, how does this even connect? Like, how did he even see that person is there through that? How?
Oh my god. I mean, with the players' face cam that we usually see, I wish we had a caster's cam as well right now to actually show you guys our reaction on these shots. Damn. Ewan is up with 12 kills on his name and an ace. It all starts with Pexer. He finds one on 11, but Cloud, he shuts down the sides of Pexer and the numbers have equalized. 8-4 is what the scoreline is. But damn, the momentum that the sides of Destructive 5 that they have right now is something that UN got them. I have to give this credit to UN this time, because what a commendable ace that was. Taking it slow once
That's
again,
right.
God's reign. This time, making mistakes will cost them a lot. Banana execution is what we are looking forward to right now. They are trying to go towards the B side. They already have the entry, but A
Oh,
versus location is something that was read from the sides of Crazy Gamer. He finds him, he shuts him down, and gets the numbers for his team. Raven will be going in for the bomb plant as well, and how satisfying it is to hear those words. The bomb has been planted.
it is indeed very satisfying, but look at those kills just stacking up for Emo. Every single time he looks in one corner, he retrieves a kill. But at this time, at the third as well, oh my god, this man is unstoppable. And with that said, all of the enemy teams, which is God's Reign, have been flushed away. And with that said, a defusal is going to be so easy and handy for them. Another round coming for the side of D5, and the way they're just progressing through, knowing that what their opponents are bringing on the table is just so predictable for them, because those counter smokes are not going to be helping them that much. Nades, mollies, all of these things need to be used. God's reign. There is a flash called 417 which comes towards the T spawn itself. Come on, utilize that. Push in towards bananas. Show them you're aggressive, the aggressive person you are, and come
No,
on,
not
crazy gamer,
again.
still sitting at 7. You have to step up, because it's you or nothing. Because Revan is literally trying his level best, and this push is actually going to be retrieving a lot of weapons onto the favors of God's Reign. Two players are already off the chart for the side of D5, and right now, A execution is the call for the side of God's Reign.
They've already got the site entry. The bomb gets planted as well. And now it's all about the two players going in for a retake, which is definitely difficult. A 2 versus 4 situation, which goes down to a 2v3, still doable if the numbers get equalized out here. Emo shuts one down.
Oh,
But
a
hey, look at
backstab.
that one player. Look at that backstab that is happening on the other side. Finny finds one on Sam. And that's going to put that one last player into a lot of problems. Emo, it just felt like he was stuck all around by his enemies. He was just stuck in between, and everywhere he goes, he is just going to find his enemies. There was no possibility of him escaping that situation, and eventually God's reign. 9-5. The fifth round. They got their hands on, but that is not going to be enough. 9-6 is definitely something I expect right now to end things off.
When 9-7 is what you're saying, but I guess it's gonna be a different story for now. Pixar and was they have the pistols. They have to play close range. They have to play alongside each other, so that even if one player is down, then he can easily trade the other one. But again, God's reign having some of the plans, some of the shenanigans running in their heads, a different way of executing this round, this time around, slowly moving towards the apps, trying to go towards the A side, and two players are standing towards the first mid and the second mid, respectively. One smoke towards the motor region and the second towards the cards, just to deny all of those kinds of intels, which is going to be provided for the side of D5. And they are just falling apart. 3v3 is the scenario.
Oh, oh,
And
oh, oh.
Heuven, he's just next to that box tucked in with that up, and he's gonna be finishing it off. Beautiful rounds coming in. And with that said, the first half has ended with a scoreline of 10-5, favoring the side of D5.
I expected a 9-6. I definitely expected a 9-6, but God's reign. Now they have to be dominant. Now they have to be. 10-5, that directly means 5 rounds of buffer that the sides of Destructive 5 have. More 5 rounds, I mean, come on. If I sum it up all together, more 6 rounds, and it's gonna be Destructive 5 winning it here. God's reign. You've made a long way, a long journey. Not to end it all like this, but this time, God's reign. The angle that has been hold on the banana is something that I am looking forward to, and it was driven to be a bit, I wouldn't say greedy to be very
Ooh.
honest, but a bit aggressive this time. A good nade cook from the sides. But what's going to be the next call? For now, they are just holding off their position. That's going to be Destructive 5. One player tried to be a bit aggressive who got punished there, and that was Revan. I mean, yeah, he's trying to hold an angle, go a bit further, but he got denied for everything. With two players guarding the B site, will it
Ooh.
be able? Will they be able to get the site entry? But hey, look at what that one player is doing, Pexer.
Emo. He's deep inside the side. He's towards the ruin area, and the information is going to be relayed that one player
Oh,
is towards the ruins. But again, the action is going to be unfolded in a different side altogether, and D5 manages to gain the control towards the A side, and two players from the side of God's Reign are still going to be thinking upon what they have to do, because it's going to be a post-plan scenario. These $800 are going to be directly into the pockets of D5, but Crazy Gamer and Finn, the last two men standing. On the other hand, Sam and Hubin with that low HP. The Flash is going to be a friend
no.
of Sam, but again, Sam whiffed those shots. It's going to be problematic, but somewhere down the line, he's still going to be capitalizing onto it. He's onto a very good angle, and this is what I call as teamwork. Those call outs were so crisp, so accurate, especially that flash when it comes towards the side B, and the way Emo just aggressed and moved towards the ruin area. That was a perfect deception. And from there, God's Reign didn't understand that A site was actually open for business.
11th round already. 5 more rounds. But hey, do you see the scanner? Do you see the scanner? All you need to do is
Oh,
take
I
out your
do.
cell phone. Yeah, you definitely do. But you can. I mean, okay, I won't get on that topic for now. Ladies and gentlemen, you definitely can be the part of the most amazing land that is happening in Pune. Yes, it is Pune. What are you guys doing? Just open your cell phone, open the camera, scan this QR code, and get yourself the free tickets to the LAN. It is an open free event. You do not have to pay anything for those tickets, and you are just gonna get a lot of things in return. I mean, imagine investing nothing and getting so much. Wouldn't you be happy?
I would be more than happy, but I won't be able to reach, so I'm not happy.
That's completely okay. I would definitely make sure you get all the glimpse of all that is happening in the
Oh
LAN
boy.
itself. But again, the site entry has been already in favor of Destructive 5. They got the site. They.
Oh.
What?
It's a five
First,
stack save round for the side of God's Reign. They just want to stay there towards side
no,
B. Nope, this is not one thing which I
no.
want you to know. Usually, like I see three players, if it's gonna be close and one coffin and one towards the CT side, you can call it a gambit hold. Okay.
Yeah,
I mean, it is very well, very easy to call it that. But this hold, I don't know what to call it because all the people, all the five men from the side of God's Reign are holding side P and they're literally looking at each other. What exactly is going on? At least you could have
I
taken
mean,
a fight. Saving the USPs are not going to be that beneficial. I mean, I do understand that you do have those kind of abilities to at least get one or two clicks onto those heads. But again, you could have damaged D5's economy. That should have been your best bet. But at the end, you just managed to stay in one corner, tucked in, so that in the next round you could save enough. That is not at all advisable.
God's reign, definitely not the scoreline. I mean, it's not just about me or you right now, it's about everybody. Is this the scoreline that we expected? 12-5. It's just all about those four rounds. This time, things are looking really good for God's reign, and they have to capitalize over this round no matter what. Because if they lose on to this one as well, it's going to be a huge, huge problem for them. Look how much investment they have already made for this, and if they lose it all here, it's going to be really very, very heartbreaking. But again, the coming split from the sides of D5 is something that is getting me on my nerves for now. One player is still holding that logs and is just waiting for that one player to get into his crosshair. But the site entry is still not in the favor of Destructive 5, and that is something they need to be very, very careful about. Right from the long haul itself, they are trying to get the entry towards the site and plant the bomb, I would say, but things are difficult. Finn holding the best of that angle. Bullets do get exchanged out there, but connection, well, it's none for now. Uh oh,
That's
uh
right.
oh, uh
It's none
oh.
for now. Finn manages to get two kills on his name. Does manage to stop the aggression of D5 for now. Wow, those angles being held. The tag teaming coming in from the side of God's Reign. This is what I wanted to see ever since from the beginning, and finally God's Reign is actually delivering it. This was a very, very steady hold from the side of God's Reign. They were prepared. I guess the previous round, all they wanted to do was have some time onto their names without taking the time out, and that's what they did. They re-strategized, they rethought what they have to do, and according to that, they had chosen the weapons. And with that, you can literally see what just happened in the previous round.
Again, 12, 6, 6 more rounds. It would be really so interesting to witness God's Reign getting 6 back to back rounds. 11 is down with that op. I mean, why is it not Raven is something that I do think about right now. But Sam finds one on Finn, and that's going to be the initial pick that they needed. Once again, Destructive 5, they are so strong in that numbers game. Revan checking each and every other corner that he can. God's Reign down with 4 players. One of them is down to 54 of his health. But on the other side, Emo from the sides of Destructive 5, he's down with 45. 2 players still holding Rams for now. It's gonna be a small patient game played. Last 50 seconds, they need to be careful. The bomb is making its way towards the B side. There's gonna be one player holding off the B side, but no, it took a U-turn and now it is going towards the A side back again. Emo!
Wow.
Emo!
This is amazing from the side of D5. They
Exactly.
lured every single player of God's Reign there in that corner, allowed them to give them the space where they have to utilize all of those utilities, whether it be smoke, whether it be nades, and after tanking all of that, Emo just came back towards the side of A. You can understand the
Wow.
kind of brain games which are being played at this point. And right now, God's Reign again ending up towards saving because the op and the M4A1, this is gonna matter a lot in the next following round.
Holding towards the B side for now, both of these players. Yeah, there's kind of a slight hunt made for those players. But again, saving yourself is also going to be a most important priority. 13th round, ladies and gentlemen, on the sides of Destructive 5, God's Reign. They need to step up. This time, it's not always about the duels we talk about or the aim game that we talk about, but this time they played with their brain. The way this, bomb took a U-turn from that banana towards the A side, and one player, Emo, if I'm not wrong, the way he just played out there was looking too good. Tactical timeout once again from the sides of God's Reign, which is going to be very, very important. They need to plan out something. Destructive 5, 3 more rounds is what they need to end it all here. And looking at the players of God's Reign for now, two weapons that was saved in the previous round. With that, there's going to be one op that was saved in the previous round, and all the other players, they do have their hands on goodbye. But again, how much will it get them in return is the question, because again, if they do not get this round, that's going to be a easy 15 rolling in for Destructive 5, which is very, very destructive, and which we do not want to happen. A close competition is what we were asking from the start itself, but
That's right.
13-6.
13-6 being the scoreline. It is showing a different story altogether. God's Reign were not at all prepared for Destructive 5. And for now, with compromising with their Kevlars, just their Kevlars, no helmet at all whatsoever, with three players, Clouda, Finn, and Riven, it's just going to be one shot onto their head and they're going to be resting. But again, those plans for the side of Destructive 5 is to go for an adventure towards Side B through that banana area with no utilities thrown whatsoever. It's going to be beneficial because Emo spots two players, and with that, Sam is also going to be having a capitalizing situation at that point. Elvin, he is close. He is close. He does know that bomb is going to be going and planting in towards Side B, but they cannot do anything more than that. Riven saving again, holding a far off angle, trying to at least get those exit frags. It's not at all looking good for God's Reign. I mean, they have to literally get the next round back to back. From there, they have to literally climb a huge, huge mountain. But now the scoreline is soon going to be 14-6. Again, though kills needs to be there, and all of those players are in one corner. Will they be able to get at least one or two weapons onto their corners? Because look at Destructive 5 does spot one or two players, but at the end it's gonna be a save for the side of God's Reign without any casualties.
One more tactical timeout. I definitely saw this coming. All of the tactical timeouts have been utilized from the sides of God's Reign, and things are just going against them for now. Destructive 5, I mean, kudos to this team for just stepping up so good, and, you know, not just playing around, but playing mind games out here is something that is getting God's Reign into a lot of difficulties. But to make the registration process easy for you, we guys got you the scanner. Yeah, things are definitely looking really difficult for God's Reign. But for you to get the access to the Pune LAN, it's very simple. You just have to go and scan this QR code to get yourself registered for this LAN event. 2nd of July, ladies and gentlemen, is when we are witnessing the LAN happening. And Destructive 5 and God's Reign. Out of these two, there will be one team making its way towards the LAN. Will it be God's Reign? Will they be able to make that comeback? Will they be able to get back to back 8 rounds on their name to equalize the situation, and then two more to end it all? It's a huge ask. But will they be able to do it?
That's right.
10 rounds in total.
It's a
Oh,
huge, huge ask. But at the end, those plans from the side of D5 is just to stall for now. Make God's Reign utilize all of their utilities, throw it on towards the banana corner so that they can smoke off and avoid the intel to be taken from the side of D5. But again, Riven,
Raven!
okay,
3!
okay. Riven gets 2 kills on his name, but at the end, Vuz is also there towards collateral damage. But again, he's going to be shut down as well. Emo being the
4
last man
more.
standing with that C4 in his back. He's slowly advancing through side B from the bananas area. Will he be able to at least get the plant down? He does manage to get one head. There's another one towards the quad area. Will you be able to spot that? Oh, he's at the boosted and elevated spot. And Crazy Gamer gets the better of that situation. With that said, scoreline of 14-7 from here. God's Reign have to literally climb an huge mountain so they can get to an equalizer of 14-14. But a good round whatsoever comes in for the favor of God's Reign. It looks like a ray of hope which will help God's Reign to at least get the consecutive rounds. But T5, they do have the economy to get the AK-47s online again in this round also.
It would have been an ace. In the previous round, it would have been an ace, but that one kill that rolled in into the favor of Crazy Gamer changed things intact. But again, hey, that's completely fine. The round was
Oh,
important.
what?
Great win! Oh my god! He finds one. He wasn't even able to see anything right in front of him. He punished an enemy and he doesn't know who that enemy was. What a beautiful way to start it all. Cloud finds one more on Pexer before he goes down. Raven shuts down one more man. This monster is back into action and now you have to stop him. Vaz finds 1 and 11, but that's not everything. Still the numbers are favoring the sides of gods and that is something Destructive needs to be careful about. If the momentum goes in the favor of God's Reign, things will be very difficult. Raven already has that momentum, already has that confidence. He is just waiting for that right opportunity. 14-7 is what the scoreline is, but they need to hurry. They need to figure out what can be done. It's a 2v3 situation. They do have the numbers in their favor. Two players trying to be a bit more aggressive. Time is something they need to be careful about. Trevin finds one on you. When Crazy Gamer will be going in for that defuse, will he be able to do that? Buzz is stopping him.
Oh boy, this is done. This is a
Oh,
good
so
defusal.
close.
Milliseconds. This is the second time in the milliseconds you have seen a defusal being even happen in that corner. But yes, a good round coming in for God's Reign. Back-to-back W's for them. This is looking good. This is looking really good for their end. But on the other hand, D5, this is gonna be a morale which has already gone down. Good rounds coming in, rolling in for the side of God's Reign. And D5 being forced to come with those pistols.
C side once again. Yep.
The entirety of the
A-side.
situation, Darshita, it's gonna
Yep.
be in perfect center of attraction, which is side A. Because every single player of D5 has those pistols, has those deagles, has those tech nines in their hand, and they just want
Oh.
to aggress towards side A. Which very well they did manage to at least get one trade. But on the other hand, the HPs are going to be lowered off for 3 players. And with that said, all of these 3 are going to be off the chart. The last man
No.
standing, Sam, you have to literally pull out some magic. But look at that, gliding through. He wanted to jump down and go for side B, but he is going to be denied from that as well.
He was trying to jump down that window to go towards the side B, as you said, but he just jumped down towards his death. And that's
Ooh,
where
that
there was
hurts.
one more round rolling in for the sides of God's Reign. The hopes are still up. It's like a rainy day, and now things are getting brightened up by a ray of sunlight. That's how things are going for the favor of God's Reign, but they need to still hold on because if the clouds come further and once again it starts to rain, it will get them into a lot of difficulties. Tactical timeout being taken from the sides of Destructive 5, planning, a plotting is what is need to be done because they know momentum has slightly shifted towards God's Reign, and if it keeps on happening, if God's Reign get their hands towards the double digit, it will be very difficult. It's all about just 2 rounds for Destructive 5 to end it all. They just need 2 rounds, and imagine God's Reign making such a big comeback from here and Destructive 5. How sad it would be for not just capitalizing over 2 rounds to gain towards the victory. It will be very hurtful. So for that, planning, plotting is all done, and now it's time for execution. Cloud this time will be going in for a util dump rather than himself being a bit aggressive. This time he will be focusing more towards the util. The site entries
Ooh.
have been blocked completely from those smokes, but Cloudy gets shut down instantly. Destructive 5, the timeout is
Oh.
looking very good for them. Sam finds 1 and 11, and now the numbers have again rolled in for the sides of D5. This defusal needs to be done by hook or by crook, because if not, it's going to be the 15th round rolling in, and you know how deadly the number 15 is for CSGO.
It is. It is. It's just one round away from being a victor. But yes, at this point, Crazy Gamer, Finn, Revan, just
No, not a
planning, trying
save.
to at least get the exit frags.
No.
At least one or two will be beneficial. One player is gonna be taken off, but at the end, it's just a save from the side of D5. Those exit frags
Oh.
keep coming in. All of the players from the side of D5 have just vanished from the map, but they did take away the round. That is really good. But those saves, I don't think so. It's going to be that beneficial at the end. On the longer run, I mean, God's Reign, I don't know what you exactly like. What is your exact plan? But this is not going to be beneficial for you because it's only one round where D5 has to save, and after that they can easily climb and get that 16th number onto their name. If
One more
Dashta,
tactical
if
timeout.
this round
Yep.
goes bad for the side of D5, that is only if in that condition.
But see, if you still calculate it in the other way around, from here on, God's Reign needs each and every round.
Yeah,
When it
that's
was a
true.
scoreline, like when it was a scoreline of 14 for the sides of Destructive 5, things were fine if there was one round on stake. But now that's not the case. You have to take each round in your favor no matter what the situation is. This is how things sum up for the sides of God's Reign. A do or die situation for them. One more round for double digit, five more to an
Oh,
overtime. That's the only thing that can save them. But hey, Emo, he finds one on Crazy Gamer. He shuts him down. God's Reign, the hopes are dying. Will there be any one of the player who creates a magic out here to keep those hopes alive? Can it be Cloud? Can it be Finn? Can it be Revan? There needs to be that one ray of hope for the sides of God's Reign, because it is getting difficult for them. Destructive 5, they are literally on that destruction mode today. There's gonna be one player right in
oh
front of him. Well,
boy,
was
that
two
booster spot.
Sam and you win. No way you do that to your opponent. God's Reign is just down with two of their players. But Elvin, he finds two. Well, that's still a ray of hope that I was definitely talking about. He is still inside the side. Was is making his way
Oh
towards him. He
boy,
shuts him down. And now Raven with the last
gunpoint.
one to be alive into a 1v3. I still do have hopes in
It's
Raven.
nope, I do not, because Revan is only
I
good
mean,
with his
come
AWP,
on.
and in such close quarters with that M4A1 in his hands, will he be able to write a different story? I mean, I'm being a bit hopeful over here, but again, in those corners, this is going to be the pit area. One player is already there, but Hubin is
Oh.
going to be taking that kill and finishing it off. And D5 is going to be called the winners, crowned winners of this particular map. This booster spot was punished so brutally from the side of D5 that God's Reign were not able to even recover from this corner. So just amazing the way D5 has played in this particular match. Just hats off and kudos.
All I can say is no one was ready for Destructive 5. No one was ready. Not
No
just
one
about
was.
God's Reign. Even you, even me, even the audience that we have today with us who's joined us in the live stream. Tell me, were you guys ready for this performance? Because to be very honest, before going live with this match, we just had a word with Dice Dealer. And he was expecting God's Reign. He said it himself. He was expecting God's Reign. But hey, no. It was Destructive 5 to come on top, and it is the second team that makes it to the Pune LAN. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we have two top teams to make it to the LAN on the 2nd of July. The very first team to qualify was 7 seed, definitely. And the second
True.
one is Destructive 5. They have just destroyed everything right now. All the hopes, all the expectations, everything, they just denied to each and everything that came in their way, and
That's
they were
right.
walking towards victory. They got it for themselves and they are making it to the Pune LAN.
For now, let's just relive all of those momentaries as well, because the way the entire flow went in right from the start, I was expecting God's rain, but come on, with such a play, I don't think so. It's gonna be even possible, next to even possible. But yes, it's a good try from the side of God's Rain. But Destructive 5, wow, the capitalization was really, really good. Those smokes were coming in on point. And that flash to just make one of the players enter towards side B was the highlight in my head. Because that's how you play CSGO. That's how you aggress further and you check all of those corners and then tell your team, fake it so that you can make towards the other side. So such wonders I have seen in today's map. It was just amazing from the side of D5. But God's Reign, they wanted to just show their brutal aim game, and that's pretty much it. I mean, strats were there from their end as well, but D5 managed to read them so well that at the end, it didn't even favor God's Reign.
Ewan and his ace. I mean, I cannot get that out of my head right now. I just cannot. You remember the five players he took down with that orb? I mean, okay, when it was all the four players done with a collat hitting, it was all fine. But the fifth shot and that connection, I mean, yeah, this is the round, if I'm not wrong, I'm talking about.
Yeah, it is. It
Look
is the
at this
particular round.
collat, look at this shot, look at this connection. And after this one connection.
Wow.
What was this?
Inhuman reactions.
Magic,
That's it.
magic, magic. That's all.
All you have to do is tell Human, here you know what? I'll just give you the op. You can do your magic, and he very well did. For D5, he was like the shining star.
Definitely he was. God's Reign, I have to give it to them first things first. It was a very well try. They tried to
I mean, they
execute a
did.
lot of things. Things didn't eventually make it in their way. Things were not just looking good for them today. But
That's right.
Destructive 5, again, as I always keep on saying this thing, that there's always one question that comes out of syllabus, and that's Destructive 5 for you. That's specially even for you. Even Raven in this round, he was about to convert it to an ace. Look, 4 kills on his name already, but Crazy Gamer, he shuts the last one down, and that's where the ace was definitely not something that we witnessed. 14-7, God's Reign, yeah, they were getting rounds here and there, but Destructive 5 was already on that. They were just already 2 steps left for the
That's right.
victory. It was just
They were
2 steps that they
always.
needed to climb, right?
That's right. Like always, they were one step ahead. Like in terms of strategies, in terms of lining up those smokes, it was just so accurate. And this particular point where it was a booster spot from the side of God's Reign, and they were planning on to executing something very, very different by at least counter trading one or two people who were come across in that corner. But at the end, it was just a rush from the side of Sam. He just moved in with the guns blazing. He got those 2 kills, and it was just done for. Site A open for business, plan down, and post plan scenario not happening from the side of God's Reign, because every single time it was a post plant, they were planning on to saving it. So I don't know what we were expecting at that point, but yes, God's Reign did have a very both in passive aggressive approach, but then it didn't actually aid them that much.
Definitely. But kudos and congratulations to the sides of Destructive 5 making it to a LAN, which is happening in Pune on the 2nd of July. Right now, I'm quite excited to know who the MVP is and what the scoreboard looks like. I mean, every time I get you asking me, this time I'll be the one asking you, but
Oh,
I guess I'm too
emo.
late.
Yeah, it's gonna
Sam?
be emo. I already had that in my mind because emo, the way he played so aggressively, it was just amazing. Every single time he was going further, he was at least coming back with 1 or 2 kills. That is the minimum thing which I'm saying. So you could understand from that itself. And emo, he has an ADR of 81. I mean, it's less, but it's all right. But the kills is what
105.
counts. 27 kills, 12 deaths, and 2 assists. I mean, wow.
I'm just having a look at the stats for Sam right now with 19 kills, 14 deaths, 9 assists, and an ADR of 105. The only player out of these 10 players, not even 5, not even the team I'm talking about, the only player out of
True.
the entire 10 players to make it to a triple digit in terms of ADR. That's Sam for you with a total of 105. But again, as you predicted, it will be emo now. Let's see if that's the case. But on the other side, we have Revan with 23 kills on his name. Well, yes, definitely it is emo, the MVP of the match, ladies and gentlemen, with
I mean, no doubt.
27 kills on his name. Yeah, with 12 deaths, 2 assists, and a rating of 1.65. Destructive 5. I mean, the way they have framed themselves, the name itself says that wherever they go, they are just gonna go and destroy their opponents, and that is what they have
That's
been
right.
doing. But right now, I'm quite excited to actually see what's on for the next. I mean, you already know what is gonna happen
Interview.
next,
Let's
but
go.
yeah,
I
yeah,
just can't
yeah.
wait for
Before
it.
you have to wait for a while, because right now we'll be heading towards a short break, and after the short break, we will be soon back. See you on the other side.
I'm running out of time, every day goes by so fast. And every moment counts, baby, I don't wanna miss a thing. We can sleep under the stars, we can sleep under the stars, or hang out in hotel bars, driving somewhere in your car. We can sleep under the stars, we can sleep under the stars. the stars. Baby, while we're young, oh, baby, while we're young, oh, baby, while we're We can sleep under the stars or hang out in hotel bars. We can sleep under the stars, oh the stars, oh the stars. We can do what we like, like. We can do what we like, baby, while we're young, oh, baby, while we're young, oh, baby, while we're baby, while we're young, oh, baby, while we're young, oh, baby, while we're young.
You blow my mind. I don't know if you know yet. I've tried some time, and I'm dying to tell you. You blow my mind. I don't know if you know yet. I've realized, and I'm dying to tell you. You blow my mind. I don't know if you know yet. I've tried some time, and I'm dying to tell you. You blow my mind. I don't know if you know yet. No, I've realized, and I'm dying to tell you. You blow my mind. I don't know if you know yet. I've tried some time.
All right, we are back. What a lovely way to end things. D5 wreaking havoc onto God's reign. Okay, I need a thought process at that point. I need to rethink. because all of these things happen so quick. But
Yep.
yes, we do have one person, Darshita. We do have one person who are going to be asking a lot of questions on the desk. We do have Pexo. Pexo, come on, introduce yourself. We have already given you a warm, warm welcome, and judging by how the matches have gone, I just want to understand what kind of a mindset were you holding in this particular match.
Hi guys, am I audible enough?
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
you are
you
audible.
are. You are.
Loud and
Yeah,
clear.
so my name is Kunal Bhatia. Hi Darshita, hi Aiden. Nice to meet you guys.
Hi.
Hello. Nice to
I
meet you
just
too.
first of all, I hope that you guys had fun casting this game that which we played.
Definitely. I mean,
Definitely.
for a point of time, I literally said that we need a cast cam on the games as well to actually, make the audience witness on how the plays were going. We were literally on our nerves today, and you guys were phenomenal.
Thank you so much.
But
And coming back to your
also,
question,
yeah,
yeah, sorry, go on, go on.
yeah, 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 go ahead, go ahead.
So coming back to your question, about our mentality. So we were definitely very much prepared because we went on a LAN event today as well, and we
Oh,
played a match
beautiful.
together in Mumbai. So we met and we were focused that we knew that we this event TEC is damn important for us, and this particular game, which is going to be against God's Reign, the quarterfinals match for us to qualify for LAN, and this
True.
is what we wanted, and
Well,
we
Indeed.
just went
It's
definitely.
bang
big
on
names.
target for this one.
True. I mean, it's all big names where you're like fighting against them and you're literally thinking out what you have to do. I mean, have you never felt that pressure in such situations? Or you just are like, okay, you know what, whoever it is, just mang on, come ahead, and we'll just see how it goes.
It was definitely a high pressure game because since it's a knockout game and this was the only match
Mhm.
for us to qualify for LAN. But
Hmm.
True.
I don't know if many people know about this, but we are very old players. We are playing Counter Strike from CS 1.6. Me and
Oh
Oh,
was
boy.
we've been representing India, years back when gaming was not that much popular in India, and we used to play on LAN for Team India as Team 80. So we know how to handle
Ooh,
the pressure, and we've been here, done this before. So yeah, the
so
mindset was
as you
pretty
said
clear
it,
to win.
well, we could
nice.
see that very clearly in the gameplay that you guys showcased. But also, as you mentioned it yourself, you have been, a part of a lot of LANs happening all around. So, how does it actually feels being a part of LAN and playing, just playing from your home, from your own setup to playing on a LAN in front of an audience? How does it actually feels? And what is the transition that goes on behind the mind?
See, the LAN event is what everyone waits for. The qualifiers are fine.
Exactly.
They're from home. It's okay. You're at your home. Your chilled out zone. No pressure. All good environment. But the LAN is the main thing, and we were just waiting for this. And I guess every player should play. Every gamer. I mean, every gamer should at least experience one LAN event in their life, if not more.
Oh boy. True. True.
Come on, very true. Very true, very true. But again, coming back to the teams that have qualified, we saw 7C being the very first team to qualify for the for the LAN event, and now come upping with your team as well. You are the second team to get qualified. So, how do you think are you gonna cope up with all the pressure that is gonna have on the LAN event? I mean, yeah, with the experience you guys have, it is definitely gonna be an amazing experience for you as well. But again, with the teams that you have in front of you, what do you think who's gonna be the strongest opponent?
See, I mean, I think definitely there's a lot of competition nowadays, and these
Mm-hmm.
teams have been playing really nice. And we've been watching them play online as well. We've been watching their games, and I feel that they are going to be a very good, tough competition for us. But we just have to focus on our strengths. We know what we have to do. We don't have to think who is playing against us. We just need to focus on our game, our strength, and I think we will get this. Hopefully, I'm not telling anything right now. I'm not committing. I'm not celebrating, and I don't like early celebrations as well
Indeed.
till the last round, till even the match we play right now, till the very last round, we were just focused and calm, and we just let's get this thing done first, one step at a time,
Nice.
one round at a time, one kill at a time. So I don't want to say anything right now. We'll just practice our game, what we are good at, and then we are going to go full on.
That's nice.
I mean, definitely. Come on, you guys were phenomenal today. Also, I want to know one more thing. We saw an op ace, and that was one of your player. I mean, come on.
Right,
Okay, it all started with one and two kills, and that was completely fine. Then we
right.
saw a collat, and after that, we saw one connection, which was completely out of the world. What do you have to say about it? And what was the players' reaction? I really want to know it. What was Yuvan's
Yeah, the
reaction there?
comms is what I'm interested in at this point.
I know,
Yeah.
before this match started, I was just asking my team that is it possible, to record this in-game comms, and I just wish
Yeah.
that somehow this thing is, captured and we get to see this later in the future, because that round completely changed our whole energy, and we at that moment we knew that we got this game, and we shouted like crazy, when he aged. It was, I remember, it was our in-game leader's call, which is Sam. He called him that,
Yeah.
trust me and just walk and push, just scope and walk and push, you will get them. And he just walked and pushed and he got
Oh
double
boy.
kill. And that
My
round was just
God.
amazing.
I mean, in a map called Inferno, where everything happens like only in Banana's corner. Like anyone is going to be coming towards side B. It is going to be Banana, the first place
Banana, yeah.
they're going to be pushing. So it's
Right.
always that once you're the CT, you are always going to be only one thing is going to be running in your head, which is holding Banana, and
Correct, correct.
holding it efficiently is.
Well, I guess Aiden is pretty excited about everything. But coming back to all the questions, now that we are, focusing on 12 different cities with the LAN happening on each and every city, how do you feel about this concept? I mean, 12 different cities, all new teams, all new faces, right from the start till the end. How do you feel about this concept as well?
It feels great, man. I think it's a great idea, to put in the qualifiers online and then top four teams going to LAN. I think it is very much needed now in Mumbai, and I'm thankful to TEC for doing this. We are just very grateful someone has come up with this idea, and we are excited to play future events as well.
Well, definitely, we have a lot of plans. The roadmap is all set already for the upcoming 12 cities as well. But some few team questions that I, would love to ask. It's gonna be fun questions, definitely. Coming back to your team itself, there are like always two sides of a person that you see on screen, right? One that he
Right.
plays and one that is off screen. So something about your teammates that you can share off screen to put some lights on the players as well. All of the
Yeah.
players, including yourself, again.
Sure, sure, sure. So first of all, I'll start with Emo. I think he's
Okay.
a very fun-loving guy. When he's around, we don't have to, think that we'll ever get bored, because he's so jolly. He's always cracking jokes. Something or the other, he can never just shut up. He'll just keep on saying something, and we are just
Oh my
laughing
god.
our asses off. Yeah. And Sam, I think he's very calm. So, oh, by the way, I don't know many people know this or no. Sam is also a father to a child
Oh
like which
wow.
is
Oh,
one and a
oh
half
my
years old.
god.
Yeah, so I think he's still young. He's not that old, but he's still mature and calm, I feel. But he's also very
Okay.
funny. There are very little times that he gets mad, and that he's laughing and
Wow.
funning and doing fun stuff. But I think most of us on our team are all fun loving and all are very jolly.
That's nice. Before I could even finish my question, I was
Yeah.
delayed. Sorry, a little bit
That's
of
completely
bandwidth
okay.
issues, but it's all right. I was just wanted to ask, like, every single time, whenever you see a map Inferno, what is the first thing which hits in your head? Like, what exactly is the strategy in that map?
Right now on this live, I don't know if my teammates are going to like this or no, but I feel that our strongest map is Inferno, and we always
Okay.
try to pick this map in our map pool,
Okay.
because one of the reason is because it's an old map, and we've been playing this in
True.
CS 1.6, as I said, and we have
Definitely.
played a lot of games in Inferno, and I think when it comes to Inferno, we are pretty confident that it's going to go our way.
Well, it definitely went your way as well, and you have qualified for the land. But again, coming back to your teammates, which is that one player who loses his calm, very quick? That one player, and how do you calm him down? I mean, yeah, whenever it comes to squad, there's always that one player who gets angry on everything, starts shouting, and how do you
Right.
calm him down? And who's that player?
See, luckily, I don't think there's even one toxic player in an team. In that
Oh,
term we
Wow.
call
okay,
toxic,
okay.
I'll say very honestly, I don't think anyone is toxic, and that is why our team's balance is so good. But there are times, Was is, by the way, my elder brother. We are real brothers.
Hmm.
Oh.
He's 4 years elder to me, and
Okay.
it's Was. When we are losing, I think उसको हार बर्दाश्त नहीं होती है. तो वो मतलब एकदम वो बोलता है कि guys कुछ ना कुछ तो करना है अपने को, and he kind of loses his
Oh
cool.
shoot.
But all of us are just calming everyone down, and we know we got this, we can do this, and that's how this team is doing good for ourselves.
Never lose hope till the last moment is what you say. That's
Correct.
nice. Message taken.
Well, definitely, but according to what today's map was entirely like, it all started with rounds going back and forth here and there. It came down to a point where you were almost on that urge. I mean, it was 14 rounds that you guys already had, and the sides of God's Reign, they were getting rounds back to back. So what were the calls exactly there on what can be done?
We just tried to be patient. We knew that these guys are losing rounds and they're going to push, they're going to play aggressive, they're going to try, because they didn't have nothing to lose at that moment. They wanted to,
Mm-hmm.
True.
come back. They wanted to come back, and we just, made ourselves believe that just guys hold. Our aim is good. They'll rush and they'll die. Just stick to your aim,
True.
and we did that, and that's what happened.
Like I
Well,
did
that's
mention Darshita as well that at this point, you know what, even though D5 might take one round away or might give it, it's all right because at the end they're gonna get the best buys and they're gonna just
definitely.
get those perfect rounds at the later stages. So that is what was running in my head as well. I was like, okay, fine, it's just the calmness before the storm ever hits. So that was really good from your end. Like the way you guys played it, it was just destruction. And one round, if I'm not wrong, it was a B fake where the flashes came in from the side of bananas and then one
Yep,
player just rushed in towards the ruin area. That was the best strategy which I've ever seen because it's a very ballsy move. Because just imagine two smokes, one is counter, one is towards the CT side, and you're just trying to move through the smoke and go towards the ruin area. And two players from the side of God's Reign are there in that corner. So it's just pressurizing, and they're also like, oh my god, they're also going to be rushing towards B. They're having this control already. Just move in, like chaos in their communication as well. That was like really, really good.
That round we've been practicing, and we had this idea that this is exactly what we want to do, and we did many times. It's not like at first time only we got hit in that. We failed
Okay,
that round many times, and we just kept on improvising that particular round, and we knew if we do this particular strat, if tu yahan se jayega, tu wahan se jayega, to ye to pakka hona hi hai.
that's right. That's right.
well, it was really amazing, but one last question before we end it all. We have seen your team playing, we have seen what a team play is like today, and we have seen a lot of team competing as well. But there's always these specific things that are very different from team to team. So what makes your team different from others? What do you think is that sparkle in your team that it makes your team very different from all of the teams that are competing right now?
I think everyone is very committed, and in
Mm-hmm.
terms of commitment, when I'm saying when the in-game leader is giving calls, no one is ever questioning him that we should not do this. We are okay. We are giving our inputs. That is fine. But we blindly follow. We just, if he's giving that guys rush, trust me, rush. We do trust him and we rush, and we are confident on our trading skills as well. So if one guy is
That's
dying,
right.
we have to trade. The second guy will 101% going to trade. So that is our mindset, and I think that makes us really strong on our T side as well.
Well,
So
definitely.
that's
That
That's
sums
good.
it all. That definitely sums it all here. But it has been amazing talking to you. Again, kudos and congratulations on winning, on getting this victory against God's Reign. Moreover, I mean, Pune land, come on, I'm so excited. I am from
It's
Pune
the
itself.
cherry on the
Okay, so
top.
oh, okay,
yeah, I am from Pune itself, so I'm more excited right now to see you guys play on the
right.
LAN. And also, there will be a lot of audience, and I'm so excited. So, all the best for the LAN preparations as well. We'll definitely see you on the LAN. Until then, thank you so much for tuning
Thank
in.
you so much, guys. Thank you so much. Bye.
Thank
Take care.
you.
Bye bye. Take care. Have a good day. Well, both of the matches which are done for today, and also we have, got our hands on few insights of the players. I mean, come on, when we sit here
It's
randomly casting these games, we never know what exactly is going out there at the boot
that's
camp or
true.
at the player's mind. But with these interview sessions, with these fun sessions, we know what the players are thinking. But right now, I really want to know, Aiden, what's going on in your head?
In my head, I'm thinking how Destructive 5 is actually going to be proceeding further because the way they were playing, it was just amazing. So against 7C, I guess they're going to be a perfect match to be the perfect opponent. So I'm just hoping that we're going to be seeing OTs in the further matches. But for now,
Definitely.
the actions have going to be it's just gonna stop, it's gonna cease. But this opportunity for you to grab those free tickets, it's never ending, because you'll always find the QR code. It's gonna be a sneak peek, whether it be in the game or it be in our segments. But yes, it's happening in Pune, 2nd July 2023, in Molly Gardens. All you have to do is take your phone, scan the QR code, get the free ticket, and be there, be present,
You
and
have to
represent
be
even
there.
your teams.
I mean, come on, it's not, you are being selfish this time. Come on, you don't have to be selfish again. You have to take your teammates, you have to take your friends, relatives, your parents, everyone that you can, get them along you. Because this experience is something that you do not get again and again. But with the Esports Club Arena Connect, we have 12 different cities on our target. Coimbatore is already done and dusted, and 7C emerged as a phenomenal team there. And now with this Pune LAN, I am literally, I don't find the exact word even right now, and how excited I am to witness this LAN happening in Pune. The people of Pune, all around, everyone, make it to the LAN, because this experience is just going to be amazing. But once again, let's just quickly have a look on the scoreboard as well, what it went like. Destructive 5, God's Reign, Emo at 27, as we talked about it prior, the only one player with 105 of ADR, that's going to be Sam.
That's right. But yes, Emo, the man, the way he has played, he will definitely get the title of being the MVP as well. 27 kills, 12 deaths, 2 assists, and a rating of 1.65. I mean, this guy is out here and he shined like a star. But the only highlight which I remember, you know it, Juan, the way he just got those off shots,
Yep.
amazing collateral damages, left and right bodies being stacked towards bananas. I mean, like, amazing. What a sight to watch. These things do matter a lot in such pressure situations as well. But yes, like you heard it from the side of Pexa itself, like you understood it the way he said it. He was confident, he went further, he scoped in, he got those kills. This is the kind of move you have to actually place in front of such a strong team. But for now, Darshita,
uh,
I guess it's time.
no, I
Big
mean,
shout out
this
to
is, yeah, this is the only time. I mean, yeah, first
True.
things first, a big shout out to all our partners, all our sponsors, because without them, this wouldn't have been possible. Our title sponsors, Alienware and Intel, also our talent partner, Maverick. Thank you so much for being with us and, helping us out to do so much. But as I was talking about it, this is the only time I do not like saying a goodbye, oh man. But it is always said, goodbyes are always just a beginning to a new hello, which we will be saying tomorrow itself. So for now, thank you so much for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. It was all about 4 teams today, and the next 4 will be showcased tomorrow. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Take care. See you on the other side.